Hey, Adex, you no get anything to talk about again. I no get. I for talk about your mama now will show. But nobody really cares about your mom except her customers that pay her 50 naira a pop. If you not carry mama the thief, oh. Mama the thief phone. You carry him as OS. Sabio. Before, now only suya I want chop. Now when I chop this suya, I think I can't chop pepper soup. Una papa, we cannot chop. Now this chicken suya I just want chop. Begin work. But as soon as vex me. Baby freeze. Let them bring my pepper soup. I will still can't chop pepper soup again. But Lori you gonna go vex today. I've been so busy the whole day. I'm so strong and healthy. I go talk today. Hey. Have you ironed your clothes? You don't need ironing, but you've kept them in a way that they will not be rough. Come and take my wing. You want? Fair enough. You want a piece of my drumstick too?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Thank you.
Give me tissue, please. Okay, it's here. Don't worry. Thank you, son. Now help me take all these empty bottles and help me throw them downstairs when you are done with the chicken. I'm very messy. They brought my pepper soup. So I go chop pepper soup. Drink pespi. Is the chicken crunchy? Come and see it. Come on. Somebody say if it's not crunchy, come and see it. Let them hear. Is the chicken crunchy?
Yep.
In mouth they full, not fit thumb. Yup. I'm coming soon, bro. And I really don't want chop pepper soup, but since you don't annoy me, after suya, turkey pepper soup. Pepper soup is nice. In Romania, they call turkey curcan. See the curcan. Like 5 big chunks of turkey. So, I want to talk today. I want to be a bit milder than I was yesterday. I want to talk about Egungun, Peller And Ishowspeed. I'm going to start first of all with what happened this morning. And I was in bed with taste buds. So we're talking about the whole trend. She was very busy yesterday, so she didn't have my time. So today she was talking about the Ishowspeed, Peller, Gist, you know, and we're catching up. And she was like, Daddy Freeze, say you even did this industry with them. Oh, more you they try you got to stay young forever. You cannot grow up. Oh. I say, baby, how you take no? And I clocked it. In my mind, I said, this one understands. There's a way I thought about, there's a word I said, this one understands the assignment. That's what played in my head. This one understands the assignment. Why am I saying that? I have a lot of old friends, but I also hang out with a lot of young people. Jeff and Happy Forex. Those boys are millionaires. I don't need their money. I've never need. I'm good. I'm wearing a $20,000 watch. I don't need anybody's anything from anybody, except what's going on in their mind. I want to know what's in Peller's mind. I want to know what's in Egungun's mind. I want to know what's in Ishowspeed's mind. I want to know what's in Jeff and Happy's minds. I want to enter their head. I want to see how they think, because these guys are doing big things. They are able to understand the assignment. When Tazebot said, Daddy Freeze, you cannot grow up. You have to be young forever. She said it laughingly. And I just thanked God. I said, Father, thank you for giving me my wife. One of the problems I had with my ex was that I refused to grow up. My ex expected when I was 30-something for me to behave like I was 50, because she had daddy issues. She wanted, it was easier when we were in the university. In secondary school, I was in SS3 when she was in GSS3. So I was like older, a father figure. By the time we got to university, by the time I played around, lost years, I ended up being with her in the same class. So we now became age mates. I'm no longer the father figure. I got into the industry. I got into the industry. I started working at Cool FM. I was still doing the same thing, going to work in slippers. The growth was, I was getting more popular, I was getting more gigs, but I wasn't big. I was not a manager. I was just a presenter. She joined, started working in oil and gas. Before you know it, she became a manager. There's no time my ex-wife has ever earned more than 5% of my income. Maybe now, I don't know what she earns, and she also doesn't know what I earn. But when we were together, there is no point in our life that I know that she actually earned up to 5% of what I was earning. Forget the oil and gas. We opened a company together. And why did I open the company? Because people were refusing to pay me money to my normal account. So they said, you need a company. So I was like, all right. I was losing revenue. So I said, okay. She now said she wanted to open a company for oil and gas. I said, okay, let's open the company together. It will just be a general company. Then me, I'll branch out as media. And then you branch out as oil and gas. And then we'll be able to, whatever you bring from oil and gas and whatever I bring from media, we'll join it together and we'll share revenue. We own the company 50-50. In 1 year, guess how much she brought in from oil and gas? $0. Guess how much I brought in media? The equivalent of about $1 million. Not all was my money, of course it was, you know. But I had a, how do they call it? Is it turnover of about $1 million in 1 year? And she was in oil and gas, I was in media. Do you understand? They didn't need me to grow up. They needed me to understand the assignment. By the time she's now a manager, she wakes up in the morning, wears nice clothes, enters her car that I bought for her. Throughout the time she was with me, she never contributed 1 naira to any car that she had. I used to buy her cars. The last car I bought for her before she left my house, I bought for her from Honda place, brand new. I still have the receipt. Brand new. They picked it off the ship. So it was in the showroom in Victoria Island. And from the showroom, they drove it to her house. So she enters the brand new car I bought for her, goes to work, all corporate and all. But I was the financial powerhouse. I was the one that was paying Meadow Hall school fees for my 2 children when they were in my house. I couldn't explain it to her that I need to go on the radio and do yee-hoo! How do I explain it to her? How do I explain the assignment to someone who does not get the assignment? I can pull it out from my bank now. How hard is it to pull the receipt? It's because of that card that I opened a Stanbic account. Because I took a loan that I paid off in 6 months to buy her that car. I wanted to go on the radio and talk nonsense. I wanted to come and do hee-ha! Hoo-hoo! But as she was growing in oil and gas, she kept meeting people who wore suit and tie to work. That's why I go wear face cap, wear my t-shirt, wear slippers. Just the way they sit in front of curtain, that's what they do. Not knowing that from the curtain where they sit, they do major things. But how's anybody gonna know? How's anybody gonna know? So we always had that clash. We had many other issues, but that was a bone. Because she looked up to older men because of the fact that she lost her dad when she was young. And I wasn't going to be... She was now older than me. Mentally. When we were young, she looked up to me because I was 3 years her senior. Person if you did SS3 and person did GSS3, you senior that person gone, it go look like wow. When I was in SS3, I never thought I could date a GSS3 girl. Now my mates are they look, and maybe 1 year younger. Do you know what GSS3 is? Last Smalley. But by the time we got to the university, I lost a year, she gained a year. Then switching over, I lost another year. We became mates. She still used to look up to me because I was older and she taught me wiser. But by the time I had worked in the corporate world for 10 years, and she had worked in oil and gas for about 5. She was now like 5 years older than me. Because I was still in that same place. Yeehaw, woohoo, what's up, what's happening? Yeah. Make some noise. Whoa. I was with Timaya one day and Timaya said something. He said he looked at his ex-girlfriend. And he looked at his future and he did not see her there. I looked at my ex and I looked at my future and I could not see her inside. No matter how I tried to fit it, no matter how I tried to bend the picture, no matter how I tried to adjust the frame, she just didn't fit the picture. Because she didn't understand the assignment. Taste buds, on the other hand, understood the assignment. Without much coercing, without much explanation. I have to do it like this, I have to do it like this, I have to do it. Without much drama. As in just looking at me today, taste buds say, Baba, you know you cannot grow old. I hope you know you cannot grow old. You have to match them. If you are in this game, you don't have to be young like them. She clocked it. I'm sitting down here in front of you. My ex left in 2014. This is 2026. 12 years later, I'm still relevant in the industry. I still get 1 million views like this. I still get 500,000 across board. If I don't get it on Twitter, on Facebook, I'll get it on YouTube. If I don't get it on YouTube, I'll get it on Instagram. Easily today, I dropped 3 videos, almost 600,000 views. If you think what I'm doing is easy, get 100,000 views. Make you see as easy. What you have to think about, what you have to talk about, what you have to do. Some of you, if you waka, come out your cloth from top to bottom, waka in your birthday suit, you still not get 100,000 views. Try them. You like say which time they talk. Try them. In a world of Gen Zs, in a world that is dominated by my daughter's age mates, how many of my mates that were on the radio together are still relevant today? Maybe Don Dotun, maybe Kemi Adetiba. How many of them can still pull weight, can still do things, can still relate with this young generation that is coming? They're not past 10 from my set. They're not past 10. And if you look at somebody like Nedu, for instance, what makes Nedu so successful? He's like a child. What do you think makes Nedu so successful? Nedu is the most successful product of Wazobia FM by a wide margin. As in, the person that will come second, if Nedu is on 100, that person did 9. That person did, as in, if Nedu is on number 100, the person will follow Ram, go day number 8 or 9. That's the gap. If you cannot understand the evolution of your industry, you're going to become a dinosaur. You will become a dinosaur. You've got to be able to play the A game. You've got to be able to, Baba, you've got to be able to wear the watch they are wearing. You've got to be able to drive the car they are driving. You've got to be able to go to the places they are going. That mud that they are rolling inside, you have to roll inside with them. The moment you are bigger than your industry, when a fish gets bigger than a bull, what do? They move him to another bull. The moment you get too big for your industry, you get out. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. Looking at Peller, looking at Ishowspeed, looking at Egungun. If you were in my industry, you see they are genius. If you are not, you can't. You just think they are stupid. Look at Egungun, for instance. In my industry, you need to understand. Let me ask you a question. If you want to trade crypto, you have to have USDT or Bitcoin. If you carry 1 naira note, say you want to go use and trade crypto, are you going to put the 1 naira note inside the phone? If you have, let's say you have $100, you're going to have to either manually give it to somebody who will transfer 100 USDT to you or $100 worth of Bitcoin to you. But that, if they give you $100 cash, it is useless in the world of crypto unless you can convert it to crypto. So for any denomination, if it is gold, you have raw gold. For instance, this is a Piaget Polos worth about 20K, came on a bracelet. I added the rubber strap because I prefer it on rubber. It's about $20,500. If I say, okay, let me use this watch and trade crypto, I'm not going to put the watch into the phone. For the watch to be able to enter into the crypto world, it has to be converted to its value in crypto. So is either I give it to somebody who gives me dollars, and I now go and meet the people that are selling crypto, I now give them the dollars, they now give me USDT. Only then can I begin to transact. If I have $10 million cash, I cannot do a $100 transaction in crypto until I can turn some of that money into what works in that world. Am I connecting with you? Somebody said it is better to stream your controversial sermons on Twitch and act like a fool like Peller. You have not gotten the assignment and you cannot get it. You cannot get it. You cannot get it. But let me finish what I was saying. You get what I'm saying? In the crypto world, you have to have Dogecoin, Bitcoin, USDT, Gala. You've got to have whatever coin you have to transact in it. It has to be a coin. Or if your bank, you have like a Revolut account, it has to be online. If whatever you have offline must be converted to online. Now, in the online world, the currency that is used to transact is attention. For anything to work online, you've got to convert it to the currency called attention. Attention currency is what people use to transact. Peller is stupid. Peller is stupid. He gets 100,000 followers a week. 100,000 people follow a fool every week. Yoruba people say, "Wọ́n ní wèrè ní wèrè ní. Òun fi tàn ewúrẹ́ jiyàn. Wọ́n ní wèrè ní wèrè ní. Òun fi tàn àgùntàn jàkà. Wọ́n ní wèrè ní wèrè ní. Òun gun ẹṣin lọ́sàn, òun gun ọmọ ènìyàn lóru." Let me translate it to you. Wọ́n ní wèrè ní wèrè ní. They say a mad person, a mad person. If they use the thigh of goat to chop pounded yam. They say a mad person, a mad person. If they use the thigh of ram to chop amala. They say a mad person, a mad person. If they ride horse for daytime. They say a mad person, a mad person. If they ride human being for night. Wọ́n ní wèrè ní wèrè ní. Òun fi tàn ewúrẹ́ jiyàn. They say na mad person, he dey get followers. Na mad person, he get money. Na mad person, he get relevance. What do they call me? The reason why you like me is because you are my followers. Go to where they do Hallelujah Challenge. No, mention that the freeze. Whether they know or curse you there. So why do you bring that? I'm the Antichrist. Just like Peller looks like a fool to some people, so am I the Antichrist to the people that have decided to not have sense. Right? What am I trying to say in essence here? You don't like Peller because you don't understand his assignment. You see, in a country of low IQ people, when you are too intelligent, it is a problem. One day, one of the editors at Glitch Africa, the owners of Honest Bunch, I was interviewing. So, how do you come here? What made you take that decision in life? Now the guy talk for my mic, say, "Daddy, freeze. Waiting be all this one. Talk to him the way they talk when they shake pay for people for your own air." In my ear mic, I say, Now I come out and say, "Baba, I don't understand." I say, no, all this English way they talk. Break it down. The way they talk to your audience for house. Because me, I believe, say, Honest Bunch in a formal setting, I will cross leg. You see, as I sit down here, I wear boxers, wear cap. But they say, dude, literally, dumb it down a bit. And I thought about it, and I'm like, this makes sense. Because why is Peller having 100,000 followers a week? Do you know what 100,000? I have 100,000 followers on the whole of my TikTok. For how many years I've been on TikTok? I have maybe 160,000 followers. That's what Peller gets in 2 weeks. And you're telling me to go there and preach my controversial sermons. Is that not what I preach there? How come I have only less than 200,000? What Peller gets in 2 weeks? Do you know why? Because you are not getting the assignment. You are part of the problem. If I follow you, I will lost. If I don't have money, will you pay my children's school fees for me? Someone said it is fake followers. Inside the 200,000, at least you will see 20,000 will be original. You cannot have 200,000 fake followers. And let me tell you something, you are a hater, you are a hater. He has 200,000 followers, 2,000 followers. The whole world, the whole country is talking about him. Don't do any jealousy, envy. Leave this attitude. Without it, you will not make heaven. You are angry. You can't believe it. But the boy got the assignment. We live in a country of 200 million dumbos. What do you want to tell them? Are you people slow? Listen, I was explaining this the other day. For me, when I wanted to come to the argument of Bible, I read King James twice, cover to cover. I read NLT. I read NIV. I read most of RSV, or a lot of RSV. I read, I'm trying to remember, Berean Study Bible. I read Berean Literal Bible. I read Ethiopian Bible. All the books that are not in the Bible, I read all. Bella and the Dragon, Maccabees, Jubilees, Enoch, Tobit, Judith. I read all the books. Then when I was done, I started doing comparative analysis. What's the best Greek translation? I did comparative analysis between the Codex Vaticanus and the Codex Sinaiticus. I did comparative analysis between the Textus Receptus, the critical text, and the majority texts, just so that I can have an understanding of the of the New Testament. Then for the Old Testament, I studied the Biblia Sacra Vulgata. I studied the Masoretic texts. I took 2 years to study the Talmud, both the Mishnah and the Gemara. I studied the Hebrew Bible, believing I was coming to an argument. I studied the Talmud. That's the Babylonian Talmud. That's the Mishnah and the Gemara. That's the Babylonian Talmud. I even touched on very little of the Jerusalem Talmud, but I believe the more important Talmud is the Babylonian Talmud. Because I believed I was coming to an argument with intellectuals, only for me to get there and people will argue with you from King James. Do you know that if 3 years ago I knew 100, today just know that I've forgotten 45 of it or 35 of it. I've forgotten 35 because there's nobody to engage it with. There's nobody you can engage with. Do you know I preach a message today and people come to my DM, Daddy Free, this message is so fantastic. Dude, I preach it twice a year, every year for the last 7 years. How is it so fantastic? Is that you've forgotten or you were not listening? So how do you tell me that I am coming with a whole pot of goat meat to feed cows? I'll be better off with 3 cobs of corn. You cannot buy a cow to feed goats. My pepper soup is going cold. You cannot kill a cow to feed goats. You will waste your time. The cow will spoil. Nobody go chop them. Just give them a core, they will eat. Give them bread, they will eat. The majority of my audience overseas. Inside this overseas gone, how many people are still my audience? It's not 300 people I have. If your pastors are doing morning prayer, do they have 300 people watching? See, if I had 300 people that paid me $20 a month, you know how much that is? 6K. I can focus on, say, okay, let me sacrifice other comforts, but just focus on it. I don't even have 300 people that will give me $20 a month. Am I here? You have 200 reasonable. I don't need reasonable. Reasonable is not going to buy this watch. Reasonable is not going to change my car. Reasonable don't pay the bills. If it did, I'll be richer than those your pastors that are collecting YouTube money. For me to be relevant, I have to be unreasonable like your pastors. I have to come and tell you I can raise people who don't buy. Meanwhile, see my man that did there. They never even raise the pre-picking we buy. But they raise who don't buy. All of them are cross board. They raise who they buy. I love reasonable people. I'm Mensa. I say it all the time. My IQ is 156. But in 2026, 156 IQ doesn't pay the bills. And if I'm poor, it is still you that will laugh at me. Oh my God, you win some, you lose some. I'd rather win this. I'd rather win that. Make una no vex. The pepper soup sweet. Make it not spoil. I want to say I dey follow una talk. No be say una go listen. Good turkey. Personally, I don't believe any pastor can make any miracle in Nigeria. That's my personal opinion. You can choose to disagree. I'm rushing the food because waiting I want to talk many. See, as I start to chop, even the few people where they listen to me don't log off. They don't even want me to eat. People that listen to me don't have data. In Nigeria, the money is in the hands of fools. You can't get it from them with wisdom. Yoruba say, "Entoba ma mobo ashebi obo." Person won't catch monkey, go do like monkey. Entoba ma mobo anilati shebi obo. If I want to get anything out of Nigeria, I have to leave Talmud. I have to stop studying the Midrash. And take a whole month studying Peller. Only then will I be able to get the numbers I need. I want to catch monkey. they use butter. They try catch monkey. Maybe me go mumu. Let me tell you something. Make I chop this thing for you. Let me tell you something. Baby, please. Please come, my love. Ah, Has your mom come? Eh? Please put this thing on too. And help me take this plate downstairs. Yeah, take. Are you sure that's not 3?
That's 3.
Thank you, son.
Okay.
Take this from me. Daddy loves his little son. You're a great kid. Right? Made, please, you said your friend was, they don't carry him on the way to NYC. Please contact Harrison. Harrison can help with that. Please, my darling. Yeah, go and wash my hand. I always get up to wash my hand, but today, normally you see me get up and go and wash my hands. So let me continue with the conversation, yeah. In a country where religion has turned people to half-wits, trying to sell intelligence is a waste of time. I go wash my hand. Once I bring in people, I don't want to lose my train of thought. Grandma, I say make you no enter restroom. I no get quick. Even if I enter restroom, I no get quick. Now when you carry your hand, put for quick, scratch quick, now I go they pepper you. I be man, I no get quick. So you they talk out of experience, but that experience no count for me. So I don't see Peller as a dumb kid. I see Peller as a freaking genius. You understand what these dimwits want, and you feed it to them. At least you're honest. Your pastors are doing the same thing. They just know you're dumb. Have you ever sat down to hear any intellectual conversation from them? You will make money this year. Your enemies will buy this year. What's the nonsense? What do they preach from their pulpits? What's that? Peller's not dumb. If you can't figure Peller out, then you're the one that's dumb. Because if I were to bring up an intellectual conversation, would I even have 300 people watching? How many intellectual conversations would 300 people gather to watch? Let's talk about, let's be honest. Peller is, you see, they said mediocres think they can do everything. It is talent that recognizes genius. Mediocres will tell you, what's he doing? A genius or an intelligent person or a talented person will say like, oh, more. How this guy think they do this thing? If you think Peller is dumb, you're the one that is dumb. I'm sorry to say, hate me all you want. If you think he's dumb. You as a man, and Peller as a dumb 19-year-old boy, if the two of them enter market to knock babe, Peller go knock babe where you not go fit touch, and you not go spend money, you go still spend your money, you not go fit knock the kind babe where you go knock. If he decides say one, he will knock doctor, he will knock nurse, he will knock lawyer. You'll be amazed the kind of women where they open their pants, show them inside their DM. Say, Peller, come and get me. In the world of today, you'll be disgraced. If you and Peller enter shop to buy car, the car where you go buy, you know if you buy them. Job satisfaction. Imagine how satisfied he is from being. Do you know what it's like? Paying him to take a piss. They pay him for being him. You have to go to school to study, and every 2-3 months you have to upgrade yourself to be better at being what they want you to be. He just does it for free, and every day he's getting better. I want to talk about Egungun. They're laughing like Egungun. Egungun is dumb. You see, the only thing that is bad, somebody is popping my money guns. Let me bless that person. I know say enough he passed Jesomao. But let me just still try. Let me check who that person is. I know say not Jesomao. The rest of you watch. Nobody has bought my money gun. Nobody has bought stars. Nobody has bought super chats, super stickers, or super likes. Nobody. And you want me to sit down here? I've been live now for about 45 minutes. I've been live now for 45 minutes. And nobody has bought anything. Do you think this is how Peller's life is? Talk to me. I was watching Peller's live. If you see the gifts, I timed 2 minutes. The gifts that Peller got in 2 minutes is probably what I get in a month. And you are telling me to come and continue what I'm doing. It's like you people want something tailor-made for you that you can turn off and turn on at will. Are you considering my children? Are you considering my future? Are you guys going to pay me a pension? Someone said because people like stupid stuff. Yes, there's a market for stupidity. There's no market in Nigeria for intelligence because religion has dumbed you all down. I have 300 people that have sense in the whole country. 300 people. Samaria and 299 other people. Ask Samaria the last time she paid a $20 subscription. Meanwhile, there are people that watch Egungun's channel. One of the most enlightening channels in Nigeria is Chude's channel. I can guarantee you, Chude will make a lot of money. He can't make more than 20 to 30% of what Peller or Egungun are making. And his channel is very interesting. He has lovely content. The day I interviewed Egungun came to interview me, so I ended up interviewing him as well. You know what Egungun told me? He said the best graduating student in his class is the one that records him, carries camera for him. Egungun dropped out of school to do this thing he's doing. And his cameraman is the best graduating student of his class. Life, right? You live in a country where people have been dumbed down by religion. And what do you expect? Samara said she doesn't follow any of them, sorry. The people that follow them add a lot more value to their lives than you, my lovely friends that follow me. If they told me to give you all, I love you guys, but if they tell me, Peller, almost somebody buy me lion, no? Small lion, oh my God bless you. Who is this person will buy me lion? This is the first time in my life where anybody buy me lion this year. Be like saying, Egungun buy me lion. Omo Egungun come buy me lion, no. I be my eye, they pain me. Egungun Sheu, Egungun of Lagos. Omo, I just the yarn my own, they go. Hey, shey they see. And back to what I was saying. Egungun came to interview. I didn't even know saying they watch. Egungun came to interview me. The best graduating student of his class was the person that was holding camera. How do I tell Egungun to go back to school? How do I tell him to go back to school? Egungun, the day he came to my house, we're gisting. He just bought a brand new car for his wife. Brand new. Push present. Showed me the car. How many of you, even abroad, can buy brand new cars for your wife? For your wives? Somebody said, hey, Egungun doesn't have sense. Look at the foolish questions that he was asking the guy. In your world, it is foolish. In Egungun's world, it is genius. You're not getting, that's why I said, you are not getting the assignment. In Egungun's world, they're going to talk about him. They're going to laugh at him. They're going to make memes out of him. Is equal to what? I told you guys what it is. Engagement. The currency that they use to trade in Egungun's world, in Peller's world, in my world, is engagement. Otumba, God bless you. Otumba K. Engagement. Attention. Look at Seun Kuti and Wizkid. But I say, did they yap Seun Kuti? Did they yap Seun Kuti? Seun Kuti is another genius. In Seun Kuti's world, in our world, we need PR. We need attention. You don't. You have a job. Your job is waiting for you. Sabio bought a brand new car for his wife. How many people, home and abroad, can actually buy brand new cars for their wives? Egungun bought a brand new car for his young wife, for her first child. Why am I so passionate about this? Because you guys don't know what I went through growing up. I was born in a home of intellectuals, academics. My father is a medical doctor. My mother is a professor of law. My mother is a vice chancellor. You know, in a university, the highest ranking person is the vice chancellor. If you have reached vice chancellor in academia, there are some people that will lecture from the day they are born till the day they die, and they will never make vice chancellor. Samara said, you can if you want. You can't do what? We're not saying you can. Nilo Brown says Daddy Free is buying new car is nothing really. Because you live in a country where you buy with credit. Come and buy the new car in Nigeria, make I see you. Come and buy a brand new car in Nigeria, make I see you. I think, come and buy it. I want to see you. Anybody that buys a car in Nigeria, cut cap for the person. Is your senior abroad. It doesn't pay for a £500 or $1,000 a month. If that car is $100,000, he will pay the $100,000 cash. Then he will ship it. He will truck it in America. He will ship it. Then he will still pay like $40,000 cash again to clear it. Anybody where they drive car brand new for Nigeria, now your guy for abroad for motor, no argue am. Motor where they pay small by small, where you go carry your old car, go give them. You can't add small thing. They can't give you new car, you can't they pay small by small. Now you want to use the compare person way. There's nobody in Nigeria that nobody will give you a loan to buy a car more than 6 months. They will call you out on social media if you're not paid in 6 months. God bless you, Sabio. Even the abroad, less than 20% can qualify for a brand new car here. That's why the day where Sabio showed me the brand new Benz where he buy for his wife. That day, I did respect Sabio 80. That day, I begin to respect her 93. So more. So all this one, I can. I don't believe anybody can. I will never tell you I can buy a Patek until the day you see Patek. I can buy a Piaget. I can buy a Rolex. I can buy a Frank Mueller. I can buy a JJ LeCoultre or a Hublot. I have Rolexes. I have Hublots. I have JJ LeCoultre. I have Oris. I have Piaget. What other watch do I have? Sometimes I forget. The ones I have are the ones I have. I never tell you I can until I have it. Because guess what? As long as the money is in my bank account, it can go to flight ticket, it can go to land, it can go to hotel, it can go anywhere. The moment I buy the watch, then I own the watch. The moment I buy the car, then I own the car. Because if truly I can buy it, I will have something that is the equivalent that I'm driving. And that is America. You see, respect people in Nigeria where they buy brand new cars. Respect them. Or people where they buy luxury cars. Respect them. Anybody can brand new car is not a big deal. It's in that America that you are that is not a big deal. In Nigeria. Now let me tell you something here. If I buy my car, say $120,000, I clear it 40,000 last 160,000. Plus or minus, moving it around, maybe I spend $5,000. That's $165,000. $165,000 is, I'm just giving you a rough example, 165,000 times 1460. That's 240 million naira. That's it. Now me bring the car, carry the race, put down for ship, land down for Nigeria. If I walked into a car shop to buy this car, they'll be selling it 320 million minimum. This same car, 320 million in Nigeria minimum. How much was the car in America? 120K. In Nigeria, if you walk into a car shop to buy a car in Nigeria, just know that you are buying 2 cars in America. 2 cars in America. Look at Obi Kubana's Rolls Royce. We're talking during Christmas when the car came and I was like, Obi, all of those boys were flying in their cars. They were not shipping it. We where they ship car, now poor people we be. All of them, Davido, Obi, who else brought in cars for December? I think even Jeff, Forex. They were flying their cars in. As in the car go to America. 2 days later, I don't do Nigeria. You go see the motor for road. Somebody said cause Naira, Simply Vic said cause Naira is crap. Nobody buys cars with Naira. Nobody buys cars, even in Nigeria. Forget that the Naira plate is 300,000, 300 million Naira. You're actually buying it in dollars. You're buying it in dollars. I saw the bill of lading for one of the cars. The shipping cost was $60,000 to ship by air. $60,000. Some of you, I'm not sure anybody here in this comment section has a $60,000 car for Yankee. $60,000, 9 person use take fly in motor. I saw it. And I can show it to you if you send me a DM. I can screenshot that part and send it to you. How many of you are driving $60,000 cars in America? Let's start from there. $60,000 is air freight. For a Rolls Royce, I have the receipt. I will send it. I will screenshot it and send it to you, just to prove my point. How many? I'm not saying you guys don't, but how many people actually have $60,000 cars. Samaria said they don't have the time because they are doing 3 jobs. Why don't you have the time? How come we in Nigeria, we have time to drive our cars? All of you say 60K is small. DM me your cars. Go to the door, take a picture of the VIN, send it to me. I will run VIN for you. I will tell you your car history. I have the VIN app here. Somebody said, bros, now the same space they are occupying on air, so actually not up to $10K. You know, when you don't know anything, you go to talk anyhow. You air freight a car for $10,000. When to put it on a ship is $3,500, and it will take a month or 2 months. You know what my problem with people are is, if you are bringing in a Ferrari, it's cheaper than if you are bringing in a Rolls Royce. Why? Because of the weight and the space it occupies. So a Ferrari or a Lambo, because they are smaller, more compact and lighter, they'll be cheaper to bring in than a Mercedes station wagon or SUV if you are flying them in. So what matters in flying is the weight of the car. So when somebody air freights a Rolls Royce, a 2-ton vehicle, you are saying it is more weight. How many human beings do you have in 2 tons? Let's do the math. How many human beings do you have in 2 tons? Work with me now. 2 tons is 2,000 kilograms. Where is it? 2 tons is 2,000 kilograms. The average human being weighs 80 kilograms. 2,000 kilograms. Some people now 60 kilograms they weigh. Some of them are not even weigh. The average kilo, let's say 70 kilograms divided by 70. 28 people. Multiply that 28 by $1,500 times 1,500. It already gives you $42,000 if not by weight. And the Rolls Royce, Google Rolls Royce Cullinan weight. Rolls Royce Cullinan weight. 2,600 kilograms. So let's do that. 2,600 kilograms divided by 70 kilograms, which is the weight of the average adult. 37 average adults times 1,500. You have $55,000. That is for the weight. Now you're also going to factor in the space it takes, because a 2-ton box that is as big as a 2-ton box that is this big is going to occupy less space than a 2-ton car. So the weight is important, but the space that it occupies is also important. So they are going to factor in not just the weight, but the space. Because a human being, his whole weight is confined to a chair. So and they are now also going to calculate the space the car takes. So just rough calculation. We already have $55,000. Rough. So there is no way it can be less than 45,000 and can go as high as the one I saw was $60,000. Weight and volume, God bless you. Paul the realtor. Weight and volume. You go they argue from your mind, waiting I see with my eye. You know I'm into cars. No, I'm into cars. I can't air freight my cars. I wish I could. I can't. I can't afford to. So I just put them on a ship and wait. But these boys move their cars with aeroplane. All those Revueltos you are seeing in Nigeria, all those Colinans that came in December, they all came in air freight. I can even show you some of the pictures. I can show you. Because now go argue. Wait till I don't know. See Davido's Colinan. That's air freight. See another Revuelto on his way to Nigeria. Air freight. So people have a way of distracting me because you want to, and this thing is, I'm getting annoyed the more I talk about this. You want to run Egungun down, so you rubbish what is done. I said, go buy a car brand new for your wife. How many of you get brand new car for America? We'll begin to raise hand. I'm not talking of expensive car first, brand new. Say you buy tear rubber car. How many of you buy brand new car for America? How many? You now start hearing excuses. It's not important. Car is not an asset. Nobody's asking you what's an asset and what's a liability. How many of you can afford brand new cars? Let us start first. Joy of Africa. I'm waiting. I've seen 4 hands. I'll add Sabiu because I was there when he was buying his wife's car. How many? How many of you? How many of you? And all of you that are raising your hands, I want you to DM me your cars. I want you to DM me those your brand new cars. It's not I can. I don't want to say I can. You must have been able to. As you are raising your hand, just show me your car. We all did. You all did what? Please stop that nonsense. I can afford it if I want. Samaria, I'm sorry, but that's not good enough. That's not good enough. It's not if you can afford it. Do you have it? Yes or no? Do you have a Birkin bag? Yes or no? I have. I don't have. It's not that I can afford it. That's not it. If you can afford it, you have it. No, you can't say you can afford it if you want. I can afford a plane if I want. Anybody can say anything. Do you have a brand new car? Are you driving a brand new car? Do you own a brand new car? For you to run down Egungun's brand new car, let me see your own. It's only people that are driving brand new cars that can say, okay, you know what? Egungun has not done anything. Yes or no? Simple. Do you have a brand new car? Are you driving a brand new car? My last 3 cars I bought brand new, tear rubber. If you doubt me, call Renee. Now Renee, they help me move my motor. Just call her, ask her. I did beg Renee, say, she help me put mileage on the car so that I go fit. So when we bring it in, they not go jack us up. We go still put small mileage, they go still jack us up, still. I just don't want to go into that. Just, Renee now, ask her. Brand new. My car still get the nylon on it. So I can run down Egungun and say Egungun not do anything. My wife's car was bought brand new. Every car in my house was bought brand new. Every car, from my Camry to the Kia that we have rusting away for the children, to Tasteboard's car, to my last 3 cars, brand new. My Camry I bought in Nigeria, brand new. Taste Buds car, brand new, in Nigeria. So, and I'm not running down what Egungun is doing, because I see what he's doing. It's not easy. So I have 5 cars in my house that I bought brand new. 5. I can talk. If you doubt me, I don't tell you, say, who make you go ask? So when you come to equity, you come with clean hands. It's not about cars. It's about you running down the work a young man is doing. People were very quick to run down that young man. Hi. MJ Comics. We all have good, Samaria leave this thing where they talk. We all have good amount of money sitting down in our bank looking at us. We all have good amounts of crypto. We all have gold. We all have all those things. The question is not about money sitting in your money. The question is, do you drive a brand new car? Can you buy your wife or your husband a brand new car? Because you said it's nothing. And I want to tackle you on that. Priority differs. I own my own house. I drive brand new cars. I don't know what priority again a human being will have. If brand new car, even if it is brand new Camry. Priority differs, priority differs. We also have property, and we still can buy brand new cars. Priority differs. You guys are clowning around. Stop. You see, my anger is you jump into the arena and say, I was saying this guy bought a brand new car for his wife, and you jump into the arena and you say, oh, it's nothing, and then you don't have a brand new car. Guys, make it make sense. Maybe I'm the one that is twisted. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I come and I say, oh, this tissue is white. This tissue is so expensive. Oh, this tissue is made out of silver. If you come and say, silver tissues are not expensive, I use platinum tissue, then I can say, okay. But you don't have a brand new car, and you are saying somebody's brand new car is nothing. Tamara is saying, I've never stopped to fix. So what's the problem? The problem is, you're not getting it. The problem is, you said his achievement was nothing. That's the problem. You said his achievement was nothing. He's a young man who didn't finish university, hustling on the streets of Nigeria, has managed to do something for himself, living among 200 million dingbats. And then you run down his achievement because you live in a privilege. Even if you have a brand new car, those people that drive brand new car, how many of you paid for your cars cash down in America? I doubt if I could see 1% of you here. And I dare you, if you say yes, you must show me the receipt. You must show me the receipt. I don't believe you. Send me the receipt now. You ran down, maybe it wasn't you, but somebody, you ran down the guy's achievements. It's simple. He's not done anything for himself. How many of you ran down your pastors that are the biggest on YouTube? How many of you ran them down? What are they selling? Is it not the same thing to gullible audiences? Is it not the same thing? Which other country can you sell religion the way it is sold in Nigeria? Which other country in the world? It has to be an African country. Send me the receipt. I'm in my DM now. Nobody has sent me the receipt. It's just mouth. Everybody's just making mouth. Send me the receipt. I'm in my DM. It's a lie. I don't believe any of you until I see receipts. Paul, the realtor. Wagbai sent me his 2023 GLE and 2024 G Wagon. He drives, send me both the pictures, send me receipts. I believe you, bro. You get money for Yankee. In Yankee, G Wagon is $160,000. GLE is about $100K, brand new. You get 2 cars. Paul, like the realtor, you can please abuse Egungun. I give you free access to anything. If you like, call Egungun Were. Anything you want to say to Egungun, I allow you to say it. You have earned it. You have earned it. See, I'm not going to show you his car papers, but those the cars. You see the G Wagon? You see the GLE for his wife? The 2 of them black, side by side. You get them out. You get them out. Sabio, you get them out. Because Sabio no tell me today. One day, just ask me, say, he won't buy Benz for his wife. Waiting, I think. He can't send me the picture. I can't tell him, say, Baba, buy him. Sabio, you get them out. Everybody else keep quiet. When topic reach, waiting, you get idea about, you go talk. Today, I want to hear only Paul, like the realtor, and Sabio. And I dare you to send me your cars. You know what it is? To drive G-Wagon for Yankee. You know what it is? 2024 G-Wagon. You know what it is? Even if you buy a Tokumbo, now still more than $100,000. I don't go call anybody name. I'm calling only the names of people in abroad that can buy brand new cars. After Paul, like the realtor, the next person send me money, say in need, make a help him with 3 million. I'm not adding you. I'm not adding you. Only one person has sent me receipt. 347 people watching me live. One person has sent me receipt. Only one person. Right there, he's driving $260,000 worth of car in America. He sent me the car and the receipt. I respect him. He can say anything he likes about Egungun. The rest of you, please keep quiet. They were all making mouths now. B-bossing, that's all we drive, is all we drive. Show me the receipts. Me, I don't tell you who you go get my own receipt from. Go and meet Renee. Go and meet Renee. May Renee tell you. Because now she they help me move my cars. The person, no, you see, somebody said the person actually stood up to you. If you look at the photos well, you will see that he took it from his CCTV. He didn't have to. He just, it's what I would do. Make I begin to follow the guy self. The guy be like, who gets sense? Paul, like the realtor. Washiri. Go and pop my money gun. Paul, like the realtor. I don't follow you. I don't type I'm nice. If you look at the pictures, you will see that he took it from his CCTV. Just the way if I go to my own CCTV.
Did you not hear me?
Are you talking to me?
Sweep mop. Sweep and mop.
So.
It is with my brother.
Sorry, your call, you're on the call is disturbing me. So it's like that. CCTV. So if you're interested in taking me on an argument, just send your receipts. I can show you all my chats, nobody else. Nobody else. Nobody else. So can I continue now? Don't show me your CCTV. He sent a receipt plus this. He sent me the 2 cars. Igwe Kenna said, I drive a brand new Corvette but not flexing it. Well done, bro. You tried. Show us the receipt. Samaria say you are not begging at least. Nobody's. You see, let me tell you, you people just don't want to agree. There's nobody. So is Egungun that is begging, or me? I'm the one that is begging. If I say pop my money gun, if I get $20 here, I'll be lucky. And it's one of the reasons why this year I'm going to evolve my content. When I finish preaching, anything that needs to get the numbers, I will do. Because you, the so-called intelligent people, will not get money. We are comfortable, so are we. You know what it means to be comfortable in Nigeria? You provide your own electricity, you provide your own water. Abroad, it's very easy to be comfortable now. You know how easy it is to be comfortable? Very easy. Once you have a day job or 2, you'll be comfortable. We're all comfortable in Nigeria. Probably more comfortable than many of you abroad, but it's for everybody to decide what works for him. B-boss and say, don't do it. Where I'm parking my Mercedes, I want to park a Rolls Royce there. This year, I want to buy a Rolls Royce Cullinan. And I don't want to buy it used. I want to buy it brand new. So, work with me. Timoski said, but anyone with it comfortable in Nigeria, a boss, bro, say it. And if Egungun can live in Ikoyi in Nigeria, off his content, all of those people abroad, may they come back Nigeria, can live for Ikoyi. May they see whether if you run out. Come and try it. Egungun lives in Ikoyi in a luxury high-rise apartment. Luxury high-rise apartment in Ikoyi is about $50 million a year. To buy is about $2.5 million. So if Egungun bought it, that means he has $2.5 million. If he is renting it, that means he's paying $50 million a year in rent. If he can do it in Nigeria, there's something he's doing right. Instead of us condemning him. Let me tell you something about Egungun. I wish I could bring him to this live. May he tell you in story. Egungun don't do. Egungun, he will wear masquerade. Egungun don't do dating game. He don't do so many things. The one way click. That oh my God, waiting they talk when he see. So you want him to go and be doing Egungun when Egungun is not working instead of the one that is working. You are wicked. You want him to tailor a content for you instead of the one that will guarantee his children's school fees and his rent in Ikoyi. You want Peller to go to school so he can come and be poor. Are you thinking of Peller's children? Massive baby. When he started, I interviewed him. Go and watch my interview with Egungun now. It's on YouTube. It's massive, baby. That's what made him blow. Why? It's not that he did not do different things. The different things were not working. That's crazy, baby. They were not working. There was a time when I was preaching. I used to preach 5 to 6 sermons a week. I was preaching then. Shupo, you don't hear? Now this Samsung phone, I never threw away that Samsung phone. This is the Samsung phone. No, it's not this one. No. It's this one. I still have it. I know I still have it. Make I look for that Samsung phone. Now Shupo go fit tell you this story because now Shupo they there with me. When Shupo they advise me where I go carry the phone go. May they go help me fix. It's not here. It's inside this house somewhere. I don't know where the phone is. As in, the battery of the phone begins swell. So the phone burst. The battery, I go they preach like this, phone go they burn me for hand. I go change the phone they burn me for hand. I was so broke one time my children could not go to school. Meanwhile, I was preaching fire day and night. I said I was not going to manipulate the Bible to use it to make money off people. Shupo they here. Make I bring Shupo for 1 minute. Make Shupo tell you about that time. Make Shupo tell you about that time. Just 5 minutes. Then I'll continue what I was saying. Go ahead, my brother, preach. All I need is just 3 minutes of your time.
Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly. Over clear, sir.
Okay. That time you even doing messages at the Cool FM studios. You hold the Bible, you hold the phone with your hand like this. It will be so hot.
The phone they burn my hand. I go to change hand like this. I go to change hand like this. I go to change hand like
Let
this.
me take this thing to Ikeja and just
Yes, you offer, but I did look and say if I give you this phone, go Ikeja, come. Wait till I go use take preach for 3 days. See,
no, I would have done it.
people contributed money to buy me this iPhone 8.
8 or so.
Yes, this is the iPhone 8.
Yeah.
I still have it. I gave it to my son. My son returned it to me when the thing won't finish in life. Now be this. One Jamaican lady, Jiga, will tell you the story of this phone.
Jiga and somebody contributed.
It wasn't even. It was one woman alone that contributed it. One Jamaican lady. That's all I wanted.
I remember.
Thank you, Jerry, brother Shupo. Make I continue to fire them. God bless you.
They don't understand what you are.
They don't know.
They
don't know. Thank you, Jerry. Make I go back. I don't want to lose my train of thought. If I have somebody, I will bring everybody eventually later. But make I just finish waiting in my mind.
Okay.
My children were about to be driven out of school. I didn't have school fees to pay for Abiba and Amara. They now both won scholarships that year. I was preaching 5 to 6 sermons a week. Sometimes I was preaching twice a day. I was only talking intellectual stuff. I was talking years of study. I was having intellectual discussions and debates. I couldn't feed. Until I decided that, you know what, I'm going to keep preaching. I'll reduce my messages to 2 or 3 a week. Do you know I'm hungry to preach right now? But if I preach, I won't have 300 people watching me. I'm hungry to preach. I feel like preaching. But I just cut it down to twice a week. Sunday service and maybe midweek service finish. Unless I'm willing to come and perform miracle for you people and lie to you people and manipulate you people's brains. When I entered inside the what is it called? When I started doing my regular content, we're talking about dollar and big, then the money started coming. I want to tell you something here. You see, when I'm making a case for Peller, you will not understand it because you don't have a rare talent. You won't understand it. I'm not saying you don't have a gift. You have a gift, but it's not a rare talent. When you have a rare talent, you will understand the frustration that comes from having a rare talent. When you have a rare talent, you can understand somebody else's struggle, somebody else's struggle. But when you don't have that rare talent, you can't understand it. You are just like everybody else. You are cut out to be part of the matrix. And 99% of you are part of the matrix. It is us that are outside the matrix that can see that you are inside the matrix. We are not in the matrix. I don't do a regular job. I'm not on a regular payroll. I live in my world. I created my world. I work when I want to work. I sleep when I want to sleep. Sometimes I have to bend my world to suit your world because the bank closes at 4 and I have to get to the bank before 4 because the bank will not be open at 7 o'clock when I really want to go. But 80 to 90% of everything I do it at my time. Someone said, what is Peller's talent, please? The fact that you're asking, it means you are either too unintelligent to figure it out, or you are so bereft of talent that you don't understand what it is to engage people at that level. It's like saying your pastors are not talented. They are talented. They are talented in gathering you people together in volumes and washing your brain with clean and water, or omo and water. It's a talent. Because some people will do that pastor work and still not blow. Anything you do and you blow is talent. Let me break it down to you like that. Anything you do, we blow, not talent. Whether you dance, you use dancing blow like Pokoli, not talent. Whether you sing, you use singing blow like Beyonce, not talent. Whether you write book, you use and blow like Chimamanda, like Chinua Achebe, not talent. Whether you act movie like Sean Connery, like Idris Elba, not talent. Anything where you use, take blow. That thing, whatever it is, whether na swim, you swim, whether na dance, you dance, whether na elephant you buy as small, you raise hand to grown up, anything where you do, take blow. That thing na talent. If you never blow before, you know if you understand that. Nathaniel Bassey is talented. I might not like what he does, but I can't take it away from him that he's talented. All your daddy Jews are all talented. And I respect Peller's talent. Sadly, me, Daddy Freeze, more than their own. But they are all talented. If you don't blow before, like the band now, we don't blow before. If he can't talk, say Peller no get talent. But the band we don't blow before, no if he ever talk, say Peller no get talent. Anybody we don't blow before, that you have attained national limelight, you will understand what talent is. But when they do your regular 9 to 5 work inside that matrix where you did, you know if you ever understand that. You can't explain it. It's like the best thing I use to explain that, cigar. She cigar sweet. She cigar they delicious. Until you don't smoke cigar before enjoy cigar, you not feel explain how cigar be. Because I remember when I was young, I used to ask my grandfather, who then was a smoker, say, Baba, she cigar doom. As in, is cigar sweet? Baba used to tell me that. Cigar doom. So I used to think, is it sweet like sugar? Is it delicious like Dorito? Is it creamy like cheese? How cigar takes sweet? You know if you understand about you don't smoke cigar before. Maybe if you don't smoke shisha before, or you don't smoke pipe before, or you don't smoke, you feel understand cigar. But if you never, you no go feel understand them. You can't understand Peller's talent if you have never blown before. The day you drop one video where 500,000 people come watch them, that day, you go begin to see life differently. I can hear other people's voices on my Instagram.
Oh, sorry.
Brother Shukbo. Yes. I don't understand. Just press X. I not touch the thing, or the thing just bring you in by itself. Instagram don't they get glitch. Samaria been complaining about them that day. And then it is a one-off. You don't understand. Is when you can replicate it. Maybe once a month, once every 2 months, you have one video that has 500,000 views. Then next month, you have one video that has 1 million views. Then the next month, you have another one video that has 600,000. Let me look for it for you and show you. Ah, this Burna Boy get moto money, oh. Hey, I will play the audio for you, make you hear. It's around here. That's it. Okay, I play you the audio. Hey, Burna Boy, only you driving around in a 10 billion naira car convoy. Zero Vuelto in yellow, Aventador SVJ, Euros Performante. Bona, I can't carry your cars. I can't know if he show you. I can't switch. This thing is acting up so bad. Okay, I've seen it. Okay, I don't see him. Show you they see. Can you see? 74,000 likes, 2.4 million views. Please, this is my highest view for last year. Hey, Burna Boy, only you driving around in a 10 billion naira car convoy. Zero Vuelto in yellow, Aventador SVJ, Euros Performante. Bona, I can't carry your cars. That's my biggest video last year. Burna Boy. That's my biggest video last year. It's a 10-second video. The 10-second video. $2.4 million views. 79,000 likes. And you want me to come here and be preaching to you? How many of my preaching views? How many of my preaching views have 5,000 likes? How many of my main content have 5,000 likes? I don't need too many likes. Just 5,000. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, you need to understand that these things trip Nigerians. Peller understands it, that's why he's a success. Now you are getting my trip. Peller didn't need to go to school to understand it. You have to. I have to explain it to you to understand it. Peller at 19 figured it out. Why am I explaining it to you? Because you don't understand it. How can a video of me saying, Burna Boy, driving a 10 million, how can that be my biggest video for a whole year. My second biggest video for 2025 is this video. This one is 2.1 million views. I'll show it to you again. You can see 2.1 million views. This is the video.
That's what we do, baby.
Chief Priest and I showing off our watches. You'll see me put my watch near his AP. Put our watches together. Showing off a $12,000 bottle of drink with Dr. Ned. Now Dr. Ned get the drink. Louis the 13th. The limited edition one. This is my second highest video. For 2025. In a world of numbers. Babe! Welcome, darling. So now tell me that Peller is not a genius. I figured it out. That's why I understand. Peller will give you these views every day for a week. In a year, I have maybe 3 or 4 of them. In a year, maybe I have 21 million views. 2 million views, maybe 2 or 3 in a year. Peller will give you 32 million view videos in a month. Like this. And you are telling me that that boy is not a genius. Because in the world of nursing where you are playing, you don't understand it. In the world of engineering, you don't understand what he's doing. In the world of architecture or law, you don't understand what he's doing. Then you now want him to leave this mega success that he's doing to come and join you in mediocrity. Because I tell you, I guarantee, I was reading the other day about, was it Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's son or daughter, or one of those people's daughter who became the best surgeon in America. One of them. I doubt if any of you are number 1 in your fields. How many of you are the best architect in your firm, the best nurse in your hospital or your state? Peller is the best streamer in Africa. He's not your mate. Say he no go school, no mean say he not senior you. Peller is the biggest at whatever the F he does in his entire continent. I'm not talking about state. I'm not talking about local government. Samari, I guarantee you're not the best nurse in your local government. I guarantee you're not the best nurse in your, maybe in your hospital, but not in your best local government. You know what Peller is? Peller, the equivalent, if he was in America. Peller, all of you say me, keep quiet, please. Stop making a mockery out of this. Just accept that you are wrong. Peller is not the... If Peller were in America, he would be the best in America. USA, Canada, Mexico, South America, all those things that join together to form America. That's the equivalent. Peller is the greatest streamer in Africa. It's not mediocrity. It's not talent. It's genius. And I can see it because I'm intelligent. I'm talented. I can see that this guy is up to something. I can see that this guy is doing something. But the reason why you can't see it, someone said, first of all, it is even wrong to fit into this comparison. Why is it wrong? I just said be the best in your field. Anthony Joshua is Peller's mate. Anthony Joshua is the best boxer in the world. Afe Babalola is the best lawyer in Nigeria, arguably. Some people say it's Olani Pekun. Afe Babalola is there, high up there. Wizkid is high up there. Davido is high up there. I can compare Davido and Peller. I can compare Wizkid and Peller. I can compare Anthony Joshua and Peller. I can even compare Mr. Beast and Peller. Because Mr. Beast is top of his field, Peller is top of his own field, at least top of his region. Be top of your region before you talk about somebody else that is already top of his region. Before you sit down and run what he's doing down as daft. I'm not saying I agree he's immature. I agree with you. He's childish. I agree with you. His content is unintelligent. I agree with you. But inside all of that, there is genius. And it is sad that despite all the facts that I have given to you, which make you look mediocre, which make you actually look mediocre, because you are not top in anything. Dude is top in Africa. You can't argue it. Whatever if Peller is gathering poo on the road, he is the biggest poo gatherer in Africa. Be the best nurse in your state. Say Wisconsin, we get Nickel are the best nurse in our state. Then you can start stepping to Peller and telling him that he's a fool. Peller is a genius. He's able to capitalize on fools. He's able to know what fools want to watch. And he gives it to them. There was a woman last night on my live who was going through one of the most horrible forms of cancer. And she gave testimony of how Peller helped in her healing journey. And you are saying he's not genius. The woman was in tears. Did you not watch it? And you come and you run that boy down. So the boy not get any talent. You, the talent where you get, please start to list all the talent where you get. And how far the talent has helped you. I want to read. No. I want you to understand that this boy is a genius. And until you understand it, me and you go quarrel. Because I want you to get it. That compared to Peller, every single person watching me here is mediocre in their field. If it is real estate you are doing, you have to be number one in your state, like Dr. Ned. Where everybody knows, say when it comes to house for Lagos, now Dr. Ned. If they look for house for Lagos, Dr. Ned. If you talk to 3 people, Dr. Ned. When it comes to clubbing in Nigeria, Obi Kubana, chief priest. When it comes to music in Nigeria, Davido, Wizkid, Burna. When it comes to pastors in Nigeria, we know them. When it comes to whatever that thing you are doing, if your name is not mentioned in your state, just agree today that you are mediocre at it. Then when you agree, you now begin the humbling journey of seeing Peller's genius. Ashake can compare him, can talk about Peller. None of you here can. Until you are number one in your field. You'll be angry with me today, and I want you to be angry. It doesn't mean I don't love you, but sometimes I'm going to hit you with that real truth, and I'm going to back it up empirically. Show me that one thing that you are doing that nobody else in your state can do at your level. Show it to me. When it comes to business, we hear Dangote, we hear Elumelu, we hear Femi Otedola. When it comes to banking, the late Access Bank, Herbert Wigwe, the Zenith Bank guy. But as long as it is your job to wake up in the morning and go to the bank like a regular banker, you dare not mock Peller. Jimovia, God bless you, Kamarudin. You dare not. I'm not saying there's anything bad in mediocrity. But I need you to understand, to humble yourself to understand that in your field you are mediocre because you get Oga. You get people where when it comes to your field, they know them globally, they know them nationally, they know them in your district. Everybody knows, say, for banking, for London, now this guy. When it comes to nursing, now this person. When it comes to tennis, now this person. You have to humble yourself to admit that that boy did something right. Anybody that disagrees, you are disagreeing based on nothing, on vacuous emptiness. Somebody say, which business Dangote they do? Please let not insult the word genius. Dangote is the richest black man alive. That's genius. If you can't get it, go and plug your brain to a car charger. Dangote is the richest black man alive. The richest black man on the surface of the earth. The richest black man that ever lived. Mr. Aliko Dangote. If that's not genius, then please explain to me what is. This your envy that people are envying will not buy you in 2026. Poor, envious mediocres. Jealous of little children who have figured out in 19 years what is taking you 40 years to figure out. Always battering that boy. Always running him down. He needs education. With your education, how far have you gone? Always running that boy down. Peller did not steal. He did not carry drug. He did not do olosho. He's a streamer. I might not be genius. And I might still be mediocre like the rest of you. But the difference between me and you is I can see the genius. You can't. Now wait till I take senior you. Not be saying me I be genius. So. But where I dey, I can figure out that that person is genius. You can't. The fact that you are still arguing it, what has he done? He should go back to school. It shows that you cannot spot genius. You be giving him advice, you should go back to school. You should go and learn, go back to school and learn more book. Go back to school and learn more this. Go back to school. The school that you went back to, how far have you gone? We know the people that are making waves in America. We know the people that are making waves in England. We know the people that are making waves in Canada. We've not heard them mention your name. Eh? Clock it. We've not heard them mention your name. Everybody in London knows about a car dealer called H.R. Owen. Everybody in London knows him. He's the biggest car dealer in the whole of the UK. Sells Ferraris, Rolls Royce, Maserati, Bentley, Lamborghini. How many people can they mention your name in your state? When they say, oh, real estate, not this person. Banking, not this person. Accounting, not this person. It annoys me when mediocres mock genius. I'm sorry, my mouth no good. But if I not tell you this truth, I not go happy. As I don't tell you now, I'm happy. Kabilane, they do like Mumu, but the whole country loves and celebrates him. Why is our own different? Why is our own different? You hear them running Egungun down. Oh, Egungun asks very dumb questions. Yes, the questions he asked were dumb. But what is he doing? He's getting his attention. You are going to watch. You want to go tomorrow and see Egungun do more dumb stuff? And then you're going to pay to watch? You don't get the joke is on you. The joke has always been on you. The joke is not on Egungun. The joke is not on Peller. If I have Speed, what do they call his name? Speed. If you had hug Peller, na gist. If you had slap Peller, na still gist. If you had kiss Peller, na gist. If you shun Peller, na gist. If you take picture with Peller, na gist. If you not take picture with Peller, na still gist. Either way, Peller is still making money. Either way, Peller is still becoming more famous. Either way, Peller is still trending. It is called a win-win situation. Heads I win, tails you lose. Have you ever been in a situation where they tell you heads I win, tails you lose? That's how Peller's life is. He crash a car, he still win. He break up in babe, now still win. Everything he does is still a win because he's getting more tokens, he's getting more currency, he's getting more things to trade with in his world that you cannot understand. He makes money while he sleeps. While you gossip about him, he's making money. He's getting deals. He's getting endorsements. He's signing contracts. You see the kind of contracts these boys are signing? I'm telling you, they are figures you have never heard of in your life when it comes to you. If they put that figure on your bank account, in your country, they go freeze your account. Say, how this money take enter your account? They go freeze your bank account. You got to go show them paperwork, go they explain many, many things. The kind of figures that Peller is talking about, the kind of figures that Jarvis them are talking about, if they pay it into your account in America once, they go lock your account. They go lock your account. And I'm not saying Peller cannot improve himself. I'm not saying Peller does not need to work on his emotions. I'm not saying Peller does not need to work on his finesse. I'm not saying Peller does not need to be a better person. He has to do all that. But I'm saying, have you ever stopped to appreciate him? Have you ever stopped to realize that you have brothers his age who are still begging you for money for food? Have you ever stopped to realize that when you were his age, what were you really doing? You were giving him advice. He needs to go to school. What does he need to go to school for? What is he? In his world, he doesn't need to go to school. He needs to study what is happening in his world and be better in his world. I was watching, I have speed. I like speed. I got speed. He jumps over cars. Do you go to school to learn how to jump over car? Iyanu 0171 say, I don't dey old for face. I'm going to be 50 this year. If I dey old for face, it's not a problem. Your mama don't dey old for quick. Obo ya kan ga ajik money. Gbogbo àdúgbò ló ń ṣàǹfààní, ló ń gbádùn àǹfààní ẹ̀. Ìyá ẹ̀ dàbí transformer. Olóṣì olórí burúkú. My face is looking old. So is your mother's peak. Torí Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ti wrinkle síbẹ̀. My face is getting old. I can go and do Botox. I'm 50 years old. Tán ṣe Botox ya bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kán lọ ṣe fún ìyá ẹ̀ olórí burúkú. Ìyá ẹ̀ tó wọ menopause ní 35. But tí wọ́n gùn. Èló náà dẹ̀ ní 50 naira ló ń san fún. 50 naira a pop. Wọ́n ṣe mẹ́ta 100 naira. You are here talking, you are looking old for face. Gbogbo ovary ìyá ẹ̀ ti wrinkle tán. Ìyá ẹ̀ ò ní fallopian tube tó ti ṣubú sọnù. Ìyá ẹ̀ nìkan ni mo mọ̀ láyé tó ṣe menstruation fallopian tube jáde. Tó wá sóṣù ọ̀rọ̀ tí màá sọ fún ẹ wò, wàá máa pòyì. Oh, let me just keep quiet for you a little. You think you can come and shame me on my page? You will go home. Wàá lọ yọ̀bọ̀n sí bàbá àti ìyá ẹ̀ ní wàá fún wọn níbọn tó rán disgrace yẹ. Olóṣì olórí burúkú olóòrùn. Oh, tí ẹ mọ̀rọ̀ sọ, you don't dey old for face. I'm 50. Should I not be old in my face? But should your mother at 35 be old in her quick? Should your mother's fallopian tubes have fallen out before she turned 40? Oni dọ̀tí, oni tìrógó. Can I please continue? Can I please continue? Say forgive him. I'm not vexed with her. I don't tell her the one when you go take Jen to me. I'm not going to even give her a rapture. I want to make you talk the next one. So back to this thing I'm saying that I don't want to hear, and I don't want you to hear it. When you become an authority, when you become a national authority in your field, when you become a global authority in your field, then you can start running down Peller. That's why I was so hard on the person that said, because Egungun bought a brand new car is nothing. For you to be able to run down someone's brand new car, you've got to have a brand new car. Brand new car is not nothing if you don't have it. As long as you don't have it, then it's something. It's like me running Birkin bag down. Oh, Birkin bag. What's a Birkin bag? It's nothing. How is it nothing? Easy to get. I've been on the queue for FP John for the last 4 years or 2 years. I've been on the queue for the Rolex Daytona for the last, since me and Simply Vic got on the queue. They've not answered me till today. So because somebody now wears the watch and the watch is 20,000, I say it's nothing. Go and get the watch go and get on the queue now. See whether they go sell you the watch. Stop running things down. As long as you don't have it, you don't have it. You don't got it. And you can't have it. You can't have it. You see, Schrodinger's cat says the cat is both alive and died until you look inside the box. Until you make that purchase, you don't have it. You can't have it. I want to end with this and then bring some people on live. Hey, Modano. I want to end here. I want to end here. Before I end, I think I'm going to do maybe 20 minutes max. Somebody say Peller win today because I came with facts. I'm angry at the way people are running these people down. Egungun, if intellectual content worked in Nigeria, Egungun will get you intellectual content. The reason why he's not doing intellectual content is because it's not working. If it is working, it's working a little bit here and there. What is working in Nigeria is Peller. That's what is working. That's what y'all want. Or pastor. Come and pretend you can raise people way down by. Come and do all those things. Finish. That's what's working. Facts win always. Now, there's an emotional part of this for me. Growing up, I had a rare talent. And like I was saying earlier on, I came from a family of intellectuals. And I struggled a lot because no one could understand me. I could see it. I could see the future. I knew I was going to be here, but they couldn't see it. They couldn't see it. And no matter how hard I tried to explain it to them, no matter how I tried, they kept frustrating me. I thank God for the way my life played out. I don't regret anything I did in my life. I don't regret going to the university. It's not like he added anything to me. I say this without any... What added to me was my secondary school. The books I read, the things I did by myself, not university education. It basically did very little for me. It's not that I didn't do anything at all. It did very little. You understand? It gave me the clout of, okay, I went to school. You understand? And that in his own world is clout. You understand? It gave me that clout. But that it did anything for me in my work life, in my career, probably 2 or 3%. It helped me in the Free Nation Church because studying the society as a sociologist opened my eyes to the reality of religion. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so hard on, I'm so gentle on that Ayo Labinjo girl, because her father was the one who taught me Marxism, Dr. Labinjo. And Marxism helped me understand religion more. I would have still stumbled upon Marxism by myself, like I stumbled upon every other thing by myself. Yeah. But I can say that for the Free Nation, my sociology education gave me a 20% boost. In my career, gave me a 0 boost, or maybe a 2% boost. I was never applied. I was never hired because I had a degree. I remember working in Cool FM for about 7 years, and then one day they came to meet me that, where is my degree? And I was stubborn. I said, I don't know where it is. They said, yeah, that the salary scale for people that have degrees is going to be different from the people that don't have degrees. I said, you don't mean it? They said, yes. I went to meet my MD, and I put my offer letter of 4 times the current salary I was earning on the table. I said, these people are asking me to come and work. Your people are disturbing my life, that I should go and bring my university certificates. Instead of me to start going to Ibadan, I'll just take this job that's going to pay me 4 times the salary you're paying me, and it's going to give me a house. My MD picked up his radio and blasted the whole HR department on radio and doubled my salary on the spot. And you are telling me I need education for what? Doubled my salary. He wrote it on, as in if I'd lost that. Let me tell you, I go drink, they double my salary, I go drink beer out of joy. Meanwhile, my MD can write, you see this tissue paper here? My MD can just spread it open and write, I have hereby doubled his salary, approve. Now, so now one ton paper, now I write it on. I can't go drink beer. I can't lost the paper. But we scatter the whole beer parlor till I find that paper. I don't go house. So I begin to cry. They doubled my salary on the spot and wrote it on a piece of paper. That was my win against the old HR department. HR said I should go and bring my degree. I said instead of me to go to Ibadan and go and bring degree, I will cross road to that other radio station that is offering me 4 times what people are. They don't even know what I'm earning. If they knew, they'd probably not give me the salary that they're offering me. I'm not joking. Go to Cool FM today. Ask for Daddy Free's degree. They don't have it. They don't have it because I never submitted it. I refused to submit it. I said instead, I will leave this radio and go to the next radio station and earn double the money. And I went to meet and I was in his good books that time. And he said, what is the problem? I said, MD, your people are harassing me. I don't know. I left school 7 years ago. All I've done since then is radio. I don't know where to go get this certificate from. I'll need like a week person who want you, we want make me and I'm go Monaco. Now I go tell her, I say, I need a week to go to Ibadan. In first, they look and say, but we are going to Monaco. I say, no, I need to go to Ibadan to get certificate. And I say, what? Why? Yes, HR people say they will reduce my salary. And they just offered me this job. Let me just look and say, what, man? I just carrying radio. That time I radio, press the radio. HR coming for free. What is this happening with freeze? Can you, I double his salary. And I play, just come right down for people waiting for tear and give me. Oh yeah, get out of my office. Next. From there, I go beer parlor, go drink, lost the paper. I can't begin to cry, to find the paper for the beer parlor. We can't find them where it don't for water, don't stain them. Baba. Now I go clean them first, photocopy them, turn paper like this. Carry and go HR the next day. The HR can't still wicked. They say they don't pay me that salary that month because the month reach her. Say they go can't start next month. I say, yahin. At least one day, Unasha go pay me this double salary. That's why they double my salary. They are now telling me that I need education. Education for what? So when I go Honest Bunch, they ask me what I study for school. When they pick me as host for Honest Bunch, or one of the hosts for Honest Bunch, do you think Honest Bunch people say? You know what they pick me is my TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. That's what they pick me from. That's my degree. That's my certificate. That's my CV. That's my resume. The things I've done. That's all. And I know how much revenue comes from there. I'm not going to share it with you, none of your biz. But I know how it is.
Get like a polo shirt, okay?
Has your mom seen the shirt you're wearing? Oh, goodness.
That's how you see.
The mom didn't like the clothes he was wearing, you picked.
Are you sure that's yours?
I swear it's mine.
Jensen,
It looks like
your mom didn't like the clothes you picked. She didn't like it.
This looks
Why?
like a polo shirt, the shirt that has a cover.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Turn this thing on me, please. Sorry. Where's your mom? How did you manage with the salary? Well, they doubled it now. They doubled the salary. Finish. What can you do? What can you do for us? That's what, Baba, that's what everybody wants to hear. What can you do for us? Now, I say this again so that there can be some form of balance. In your world, you need education. And I'm not saying your world is a bad world. If I said you are mediocre at your field, it's only for you to, I only want to push you so you can understand what these kids are doing. To understand what it means to have 14 million followers or 50 million subscribers as Ishowspeed has. I just need you to understand it. I need you to understand the genius in it. And if I'm not getting to you, I need to make space in your face so I can get into your head. So I'm going to make space in your face. And sometimes you might find my ways hard, but it's going to help you go back and rethink and say, okay, this boy might be silly, but he understands what the demography of fools need, and he's catering to their demands. Now, growing up, I say this all the time. Now, yeah, here's where I don't know how much job satisfaction you have, but I don't think any of you has job satisfaction like I have. I think I have the highest job satisfaction. You don't know what it's like. For the last 30 years, I've done what I do for free. If I'm in the beer parlor, I'm talking. They're not paying me to talk. I'm talking. I'm having fun. I'm chatting. I'm on the radio. I'm talking. I'm here live. I'm talking. I'm interviewing. I'm talking. I get paid to talk. Do you understand? I get paid to talk. There's no greater job satisfaction. My job doesn't stress me. Even when I wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes I come and I'm tired. 2 days ago, I planned to just come and greet you people for 30 minutes. I was on for 2 hours. You know what that means? How many of you are supposed to go to work for 1 hour and enjoy the work so much you end up spending 3 hours there? I want you to tell me how many of you have that job satisfaction. You love your job so much. You hate to leave. I've been live for 2 hours plus now, going on 3 hours. And I've been talking alone except for when I brought Chupo. How many of you actually have job satisfaction? Sometimes the only job satisfaction you have is because you are well paid in your career. So at the end of the month, you look at your check and you see something good, and that motivates you to work hard. Even if I don't get paid. Today, what did I make? Okay, maybe Egungun bought me a small lion. Someone said, my job doesn't stress me too. You have not gotten the assignment. My job doesn't stress me. I am my job. I live my job. I'm driving on the coastal road, I'm doing my job. I'm sitting in the car, I'm doing my job. I'm sitting here, I'm doing my job. I'm in the plane, I'm doing my job. I'm driving my car, speeding around Lagos, I'm still doing my job. You don't get it. There's no better job satisfaction. I don't have to dress up to do my job. I don't have to go anywhere to do my job. I am my job. When you become one with your job, when you've arrived at a oneness with your job, only then can you understand what job satisfaction is. Samaria said, I get paid for each minute I spend. I get paid in my sleep. I get paid in my sleep. I get paid for jobs I did 10 years ago. I still make money from the Hush Puppy interview. 2019, baby. I still get paid for it. 2019. 7 years ago. I still get paid for it. I still get royalties for it. You don't get it. You are talking about getting paid for every minute. I'm telling you, I'm getting paid while I sleep. You don't get it, do you? Oh, wow. If you are still earning money for your effort, that 1 minute that you work, they are paying for that 1 minute. You have not gotten there. And you are sitting in your house and they are paying you. When you are sleeping and they are paying you. When you're driving and they're paying you, that's when you've attained oneness with your job. And that's what I'm trying to sell to you today. And I still am not understanding why you are not understanding it. That you can even argue it is as in I'm weak. Really. You don't know what it is when somebody pays you a retainer. Somebody paid me a retainer last year to manage their what is it called? There's a name they call it. I keep forgetting. To manage their brand, if they have any scandals or anything. They didn't call me once. They had no scandal. I still got paid. You're not getting it. I have 1 minute a year, one meeting a year for 1 hour. We want you to do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Okay, no problem. Let me put, so you get on the payroll. Here's me waiting. Now, that's just retainer. If they enter trouble, they'll pay me for the trouble. And I'm sitting down here. And I'm praying that my client enters trouble. And my client does not enter trouble for 1 year. Free money. Free money. So as long as you are still waking up and going to work, say you leave your house once, twice, 3 times a week. As long as you are clocking in and clocking out, you have not gotten there. If you clock out, you clock in. Then you go clock out. And you say you have job satisfaction. You are still far from it. There's a question I want to ask, but will DM Kamorodin to ask on my behalf. All right. So we're talking about the highest level of job satisfaction. That is when you become what you do. You don't need to practice it. I can do my job over dinner. I can do my job while driving. I can do my job while sitting down. I even do my job while sleeping, because the job that I've put down there is when I wake up the next day, I go and check, oh, this is how much money this job has gotten me. And I want to tell you, so I want to explain something to you with this thing that I'm saying, because a lot of people are not getting it. They're just trying to argue. I'm not sure you can get this kind of, maybe if you're a surgeon or I don't know, maybe if you're a pilot, you have to really, really love your job and yeah, whatever. But I want to say something here. Do you think Peller has job satisfaction? Do you really think you have more job satisfaction than Peller? Somebody said, very true, your job being a hobby different from doing it for work. Absolutely. I find I can go on for 6 hours. And if he doesn't pay me here, he get how he go take pay me. Baba, don't worry, it's a web. It is milked at different stations. And I will never show you the stations, because I have realized that the more you show people, the more they wish you bad. Forget even the people that I love. How many of them really wish me good? See, some people say that if you don't have badges on Instagram, if I don't have badges, you get how we go take collect them. It's a full web. If I open it for you, you will scream. So I will never let you know how it works. But I want to ask you, do you really think you have more job satisfaction than Peller or Egungun? Someone said they get it, they're just being stubborn. Let's talk about it. Peller is breaking up. It's his job. Peller is having an accident. It's his job. Peller is arrested. It's still his job. Peller is being shunned by Speed. Oh my God, it's his job. His life, as in, he farts. He farted on someone the other day. I was so angry. It was so disgusting. It's still his job. He doesn't even have a job. He just has a life. And his life is his job. And you know how he means when people call him aside and say, Peller, we want to pay you $100,000. We want you to do this. We want you to do this. We want you to do this. The other day, all those songs that he does too, they pay him 7.5 million. He will come and do 30 seconds to your song. And he will earn $5,000. He will do it in his bedroom. How many of you can do like this for 30 seconds and collect $5,000? And in a month you can do 20. And that's $100,000 from one thing that is not important. How many of you really? Yeah, hello? Yeah, good evening. This is normal. Okay, let me send somebody to get it from you. Thank you so much. Baby freeze! Would they allow you to enter? Sorry, let me sort out my suya. Jansen. Jansen. Yeah. When vibes ing, all of us must not be content creators. When you make statements like this, I begin to wonder how low your IQ can be. Who is saying you should be a content creator? There are content creators who are poor. There are content creators who can barely feed. I'm saying, why are you at your low level life judging Africa's #1 content creator? I'm asking. I'm just asking. Maybe I misread you, bro. Sorry, forgive me, because my head did touch. So I'm coming back to education. A lot of people say, oh, you need your education. I didn't need anything past secondary school education. I needed secondary school education desperately. I didn't need university education. It's a good thing that I have it. I would have survived as well if I didn't have it. Because the same year I got into the university was the same year I got into the radio. And I worked on the radio for 5 years in Ibadan before I went to Lagos. And when I went to Lagos, I was still in university in Ibadan. I had not finished when I started working in Cool FM. It was where I was in Cool FM that they were calling me from Ibadan to tell me my results, that I passed. I left Cool FM. I was still working in Ibadan. I was working in Ibadan and Cool FM at the same time. Until my ex told me one day that if Cool FM people hear your voice on this Ibadan radio, you enter trouble. I now resigned from my radio station in Ibadan. I went to University of Ibadan. I was a Cool FM staff already. I started my service. I went to camp in Akwa Ibom for 3 months in Ikot Ekpene. And I came back to the same Cool FM. They posted me back. Cool FM arranged it. I be their staff now. I went to Akwa Ibom, came back and continued serving in Cool FM. Now, so if we go back to the university education, you need to understand what you want in life. You need to understand what your target is. You need to understand what your audience is. You need to understand what your purpose is. And if you have 4 children, just understand that they have 4 different purposes, they are 4 different people. They are not the same person multiplied by 4. Because what our parents thought was, oh, if I'm selling rice, my children are going to come and take over the rice business. That's how the Jews worked. Yeah. But what if I don't know how to sell rice? What if I want to be a doctor? What if I want to be a nurse? What if I want to be a pilot? What if I want to be a singer? What if I want to be a content creator? Why do I have to sell rice because my parents sold rice? And that's a conversation that we need to have. And many of you, I don't want your children to go through the frustration I went through living with family who didn't understand my gift. I grew up in a family that did not understand my gift. And I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. You guys have no idea. They ran me down daily. Laughed at me, scoffed at me. The only person that understood me was my mom. My mom didn't understand what I was doing. But my mom said, if you are this convinced about it, be going, I'm following you. My mom tried, don't get me wrong, she tried to get me to be a doctor, tried to get me to be a lawyer, tried to get me to be a computer scientist. But when she saw that I wasn't working, and my mom read my star one day. She just bought a little book somebody gave her. I don't know how she found the book. And it was talking about the Chinese horoscope. And I was born in 1976, year of the dragon. And my mother read my birth date, and they broke down how dragons are. And my mother just realized that I've been raising this boy wrong. This is how this boy is. He's never going to fit into this society. He's never going to fit into this box that we want to keep him in. He's going to lead the carnival. He's going to be the mascot at the carnival. He's going to be the forefront of the carnival. And from that day onwards, my mother said, you know what? I've tried my best to figure you out. I can't figure you out. So just be going. I'm following you. Just know that I did your back. Anywhere where they go, just they go. Just behave yourself. And that is all I needed. I knew where I was going. I couldn't explain it. I could not break it down. I could not. If they asked me, I tried to explain it. They laughed. They scoffed. I remember one doctor looked at me, one of my father's doctors. He looked at me because my father had a hospital then and he had some doctors I used to work. He said, you're working on the radio. That's how much money is there in the radio? And true, my salary was 1,500 naira a month. But I still could see it. He said, are you sure you're doing the right thing? I doubted myself. You see, one of the worst things you can do to yourself is when you are with people who don't understand your gift, they will doubt you and you will doubt yourself. They will doubt you and you will doubt yourself. And when you doubt yourself, 5 minutes of doubt is all you need to take a bad decision. 5 minutes of doubt is all you need to take a bad decision. And some of your children are going to take bad decisions because you doubt them. Some of your children are going to misalign their purpose just because you say one thing that's going to create that doubt. Especially when you have highly gifted children. Children that are not cut out of the regular material. Children that are not going to fit into the regular box. You are going to misalign them. You are going to mess them up. And they almost messed me up. They were very close to it. They were this close to it. And some of you are part of the people who will mess Peller up. And when he messes up, you will say it's because he didn't have an education. It's not because he didn't have an education. It's because he had you talking crap in his ears. And he dared listen to fools. Why am I so passionate about this? Because I lived it. Where Peller is at 19 was where I would have dreamt to be at 19, even at 30. I recognize what that little kid has done. How he has been able to create something out of nothing. The difference between a pastor and a magician is at least a magician brings out a rabbit. Even if it is a trick, he's holding a real rabbit. A pastor is going to come and show you and say, if I'm holding a rabbit, I say, where's the rabbit? You don't believe you're going to hell. Substance is what makes a magician better than a pastor. He has substance. It's stupid substance, whatever it is you want to call it. But he has it. He has an audience that's growing. Get 100,000 followers on Instagram or TikTok. Just try and get it. Tell me how long it will take to get it. Peller gets it in a week. And you still can't see that there's something remarkable that he's doing. You can't see it. You can't see it. You don't know. As in, how many of you here have 50,000 followers on Instagram? 50K. How many of you? How many of you does the whole country talk about? Ishowspeed came to Nigeria. The whole country is talking about Peller. From morning to night is Peller. They dissed Peller. Peller disgraced himself. It's not fair. Peller was right. Oh, Peller is stupid. Oh, Peller is wrong. A whole nation, 250 million people, are talking about one small boy. And you cannot tell me that that small boy actually did something right. Somebody said Peller posted a video 4 hours ago. It's 1.5 million views already. Have you ever gotten 100,000 views before? So you post a video and you have 100,000 views. In the attention economy, Peller is a billionaire. In that attention economy. And I try to explain it to you guys over and over. Peller is the number one streamer in Africa. Maybe Kata Ife is going to catch up with him. Maybe Kata Ife is going to end up doing better than him. But as of today, 23rd of January 2026, Peller is number one. And no matter how much Bible I know, no matter how much book I read, no matter how much book you read, you have never been number one in your field before in a country. Whether it's music, whether it's like Chimamanda, you wrote a book, whether it's economics, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. How many of you are ever going to attain number one real estate, number one nurse, number one doctor, number one pharmacist, number one in your country, let alone in your continent? It is when you understand that you begin to understand the genius in what this guy is doing. And he's in a very fragile state. There was a time blogging, www.blogspot.com, was reigning. Where are all the bloggers today? Some of them managed to filter into Instagram. Many of them died along the way. The world is evolving, and if it was evolving fast when we're growing up, just know that now it's going to evolve mega fast. It's going to evolve so fast that you're not going to be able to keep up. If Peller went to school for 6 months, he'll be back and somebody else will have taken his slot and he'll never be able to get it back. I'm not saying he can't go to school or he shouldn't go to school. When his brand starts reducing and he sees that he has a bit of leeway, people have moved on to other things, then he can pay for school and attend if he wants to. But all of you shouting, you should go to school, you should go to school. If he makes that mistake, you're going to cost this guy his life. A life that you can never have. I'm not saying this to you can't. Until you become number one doctor, number one nurse in your state, you will never understand what I'm talking about. Until you become Minister of Health, Commissioner of Health, until you become a Vice Chancellor of a university. That university that you are teaching at, that you believe that, until you become the Vice Chancellor, until you get on the board, you will never be able to understand it. And the reason why I understand it is, I know what I have to do to get a 2.4 million view video. And I know that in a year, I'll probably get 2 of it. Last year, I only had 2 million view videos. I had very many 1 million view videos. But that 2 million view is a lot. And Peller will get it like this. So I know that, you get within this boy they do. And I was talking about my frustrations, and those of you who have special kids, some of you have ordinary kids. There's nothing wrong with having an ordinary child. Sometimes it's better to have an ordinary child than a special child, because if you miss the time frame of your special child, that's it, it's gone. Lewis Hamilton cannot go to university, graduate, and start driving Formula 1 at 27. He will never be world champion. He had to leave school at the time when he had to leave school and go and learn that Formula 1. He had to quit school. Serena Williams had to quit school. Beyonce had to quit school. They had to quit school at that time. If they had missed it, they would have missed their destiny. If they had missed it, if Beyonce had decided that she wants to go to normal secondary school, we will not have a Beyonce today. Superstars are super fragile. You can never understand it because mediocrity is not fragile. You can take your time and be a lawyer. The bar is not running away. You can't take your time and be a footballer. You can't take your time and be a tennis star. You can't take your time and be a musician. You can't take your time and be a streamer. It's not going to wait for you. You have to jump. Every millisecond counts. If I graduate law school at 28, or if I graduated at 35, the distance is not really much. I've not really lost much. A 19-year-old boy going to play football and a 25-year-old going to play football is a world apart. They are not the same. So I'm talking to the people that have super kids. MJ no go school. Waiting one go school. One go teach them. If you have super kids, some of you have, some women make men millionaires. They turn them from billionaires to millionaires. Some of you turn mega kids to mediocre kids. And the kids will be doing averagely well. And you'll be getting to their head that, look, I helped you, are doing well. They could have done 50 times better. They could also have done 50 times worse. But sometimes when you see the passion in their words, when you see them, let me tell you something. If in your whole world, all you understand is book, like my parents, they don't understand any other road. It has to be this book. That's the only thing they understand in their life is this book. And I know what I went through with my dad and my mom. They don't understand any other road is this book. And when I failed in school and came home, I would get beaten. And each time I got beaten, I would wonder why. I have a friend whose father is a billionaire. And she was gisting me the other day that she wanted to be an architect. She got a scholarship abroad to study architecture. The father said, no, you are reading law. And that's final. That's how billionaires work. And every day I thank God that my father is not a billionaire. Because if my father was a billionaire, all he needs to do is threaten me that he's going to disinherit me. And if he tells me he's going to disinherit me, unless I go and get a doctorate degree, I will be forced to go and get a doctorate degree. Not because I need a doctorate degree, but because I stand to lose an inheritance. Every day I wake up is one of the things I'm most grateful for, that my father is not a billionaire. So my father has no carrots to dangle in front of me that will make me take a life-altering decision. Don't let your parents ever pray and wish they were not your children. Don't let your parents wish that they came from other homes where they'll be better understood. Some of you have no idea because you are sunk so deep in this mediocrity, you are sunk so deep in your ways that you can't see any other way. And you think your children love you, but they loathe you. They despise you. They see you as the biggest obstacle in their path. They see you as the villagers in their lives. And I pray to God that you never find yourself in that place, that space, helping your children make decisions. It took me wasting almost 4 years in the university to be able to convince one parent that I knew what I was doing and I didn't need that school. I remember when I was changing from computer science, and at each stage in my life where I took those hard decisions, my parents were about to screw me over because they lacked understanding. At each stage, they were about to screw me over. They were about to screw me over. I remember when I was moving from computer science to sociology. My mom couldn't understand. So she went to meet my ex. I was already dating my ex then. And told my ex to tell me to leave the radio and focus on my book. Please, where would I have been with sociology today? Please, somebody should, if I left that radio, like they wanted me to, where would I have been today? Please, maybe I would have been a nurse, I would have been a banker. Saying, explain to me what magic I would have done with sociology. At each juncture in my life, they wanted to derail it because they brought their ignorance that was posing to them as knowledge. And my ex, in as much as me and I know they agree, in as much as we they quarrel, in as much as told my mom that no, that she's not going to tell me to leave my passion. My ex knew that you cannot come and tell me. And when my mom told me, why don't you leave this radio and focus on your school? I said, Mom, why don't I leave this school and focus on my radio? That was when my mom got scared. I said, Mom, if you push this, I'll leave school and focus on my radio. I don't need this school for anything. And my mom, out of love, you see, sometimes you parents, out of love, you destroy your children. Out of love. Someone said, works both ways. You could have been bigger as well. I would never have been bigger. Because for one, I would never have had the job satisfaction I have. And I'll tell you a story. So, you're derailing me. I will never have been. As in, how will I have been bigger? Me, we go computer science for 1 year, no go one class. How will I have been bigger? Explain to me. Do you think I could have passed medical board? That one they do in year 2, going to year 3, that they go to teaching hospital. You think I could have passed it? My sister that passed it used to read for 13 hours in a day. I can't read for 1 hour in a day. My head will explode. My brain overheats. I'll figure out what my sister figures out in 13 hours. I'll probably figure it out in 4 hours, but I cannot read for 4 hours. I will faint. So how would I have been a better doctor? How would I have been a better nurse? Explain it to me. In my field, I have, even if not global recognition, I have national recognition. At least in my field. I'm not as big as Peller, but at least in my field, I have national recognition. Do you think I would have had national recognition as a doctor? Look how they use this brain now. Someone said, truth is, you had face school, I for know they comment for your comment section. Boom. Boom. How will I have been a better doctor? Explain it to me. Make it make sense. How? What was my WAEC? Did I have a parallel in WAEC? Yoruba people say, Obeti Oba Lekpo. I've forgotten how they say it. Oju la fi mo. Soup will not get oil. You don't need to taste time before you know say the soup not get oil. Once you look soup like you say this soup not get oil. Because the oil will float for top of the soup. What were my grades like in GSS 3 going to SS1? What were my grades like in JAMB? What were my grades like in WAEC? When I finally entered university, what were my grades like? Me and my sister that was 2 years older than entered university the same time. And you want me to still follow that school? I never had double promotion. I never jumped a class. To make it make sense to me. I am the most realistic person in this life. I'm looking at my world. I'm looking at my world, and at what point will I have excelled? If I'd listened to my parents, at what point will I have excelled? Make it make sense. Was I ever the best in my class? Was I ever, I went to secondary school for 6 years. I never win an award before. I never win an award for
Jensen.
Primary school.
You're going with, give me that phone. You're going with your backpack.
I've never gotten first, second, or third before in my life. From primary school to secondary school. The only award I won in my university was most popular boy. Now listen to me. In university. I've never won an academic award before. From the day I was a baby till now. And you want me to go there to be a mediocre like you. That's the painful part. If I was top 3 in school, if I had the best WAEC in my set, and then I say I want to go and do music, then you can start to panic that what's going on here. I was always in the middle of the class, sometimes at the end of the class. When I entered ISI, there were 200, GSS 1, there were 200. I was number 186 in 207. 186. I know as I don't understand it today as I carry that report card, go house, go show my parents. The Olori Bruku people to come put position there. So my father opened the report card and saw that I was inside 207, I was 186. And you say, now that's square I supposed to follow. Today I go see the 186 instead any 200 people where you gather. If you gather 200 broadcasters in Nigeria, am I 186? I was 186 out of 207. If you gather 186 broadcasters and 207 broadcasters in Nigeria for my set, if I don't enter the top 5, I go enter the top 10. So why would you see a field where I'm always either at the middle or at the back? And why would you say I should go there and go and try? That's the same thing my father said. That's the same thing my father used to tell me. You can do it, you can do it. One day I said, I can't do it. Maybe because I don't want to, maybe because I'm not feeling it, maybe because I can't relate with it in my spirit. Made my you say you are top 2 and you ain't number 2. Almost people know how to flatter. So those are my thoughts. And I don't want you to mess up your children. I want you to be careful. God has entrusted these children's destinies into your hands. Don't turn a Lewis Hamilton into a nurse. My father would have easily turned Kwanu Nwankwo into a mediocre doctor or a mediocre architect. No. And Jensen too shouldn't. Do you want to eat yours? Just make sure you leave his own for him. And Mama, but you're too fine. No? You're unbelievably beautiful. Wait till I do again. At least I did flatter you.
One guy almost held me in the supermarket today.
Why?
I stood and I was pressing my phone. I just saw him doing this.
Who is the person?
I don't know. I just lifted my face. He just stopped. He said, sorry. Oh my God, you're not the person I thought. He was so embarrassed. As in, he don't jump me finish. Something just said, look up. As I just looked up, and I stopped him in his stride. He was just about holding. Could I have looked so much like the person? God save me, that the thing just said, look up. Because I was pressing my phone. As I looked up, the guy just froze right in front of me. You know, for peripheral vision, I said, was it? Something just said, look up. He had jumped me almost. Oh my God. I look like too many people. I don't know if it's a problem. Universal face.
Hey,
And you'd have seen somebody hugging me.
Somebody said, see what a hot body can do.
No, it's a face. I think I looked so much like the person before it was.
Almost all UK. So I'm done. Let me just get up. I've been very passionate about this topic since. And especially since I've seen the reactions, and especially since I know what I went through, how my parents almost ruined my life trying to mold me into what they thought to work. And my mom said something to me one day. My mom said, anywhere I find myself, I excel. I said, no, 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 I'm not like that. I don't excel where I find myself. I excel where I put myself, where I understand. And if I stumbled into something, it has to fit with my energy for me to excel in it. I was telling them what you said to me this morning. I talk for your back. I say you look at me, you say, you can never grow old, or in this industry, you can't be old, or Abby?
You have to keep being a Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was Peter Pan forever. I am Peter Pan, Oprah.
And I realized that was what I saw in taste buds that I didn't see in my ex.
Oprah said, Michael, you are no Peter Pan. You were a full-grown man. No, Oprah, come on. I am Peter Pan. We should have watched the interview. Mama no gree say no.
The perfect shirt.
But they need to iron it.
Yeah, well,
but that black one, you didn't like it?
I didn't like
Which
it.
black one?
That black one he first brought, it was looking very nice with the black pants, that black shorts.
Black and black.
Yes, with white shoe, yeah. Go and show your mom.
Initially, I told him to show Daniela if she liked it.
What did Daniela say, Jensen?
She didn't like it. Good. Just listening to the combo, I need to horny.
Just wait. When you want to dress small children up like this, because you get their good clothes, they wear to sleep. One day my mother traveled and bought, you know how expensive Ralph tops are? Like $70. My mother bought 3 for this boy. House girl went to soak it. The orange now bleached into, as in, say I no slap the house girl that did and small remain. So that's what I wanted to say. And if you have mediocre children, don't get it wrong. You can always, sometimes they even come and meet you, Mommy, what do you advise me to do with my life? I never asked anybody what I can do with my life. I always knew what I was going to do from when I was small. I always knew I was not, when we were kids, I wanted to be an astronaut, and I wanted to be a naturalist, then I wanted to be a doctor. That doctor phase, I think, lasted about 6 months. After that, I wanted to be a doctor because my dad was a doctor and I was a kid. But by the time I got to secondary school, I knew I was going to be an entertainer. I didn't know what part of entertainment I was going to be in, but I knew that was where I was going to find myself. I knew I was going to find myself in that place. And each time they told me to go to school, each time they told me to do this, they've almost derailed me. They almost derailed me. And I thank God I didn't have those parents, because I would have had to run away from home. If I had those parents that said, no, you must be an engineer, no, you must be a pharmacist, no, you must do this. People that live with, see, first of all, I don't wake up before 10. I can't get out of bed. I just can't. Say I go wake up. I'll wake up at 6 o'clock because I have a flight. I wake up at 6 o'clock because I have an interview. I don't wake up before 10. From when I was child, now cane that they use wake me every day. I'll go sleep tomorrow. You'll still use cane wake me every day. Every day go they use cane wake me. What business do I have in a hospital? Davido ran away from school. It would have gotten to a point where I would have had to run. Davido's father is a wonderful guy, because some people, as he run away, they don't go catch and still derail in life. At least at that point, Davido's father was wise enough. He did what my mom did. He took a step back and said, okay, this kid is different. Let me work with him. And that's what he did. And that's what my mom did. If my mom had decided to if my mom was a Nigerian woman and my mom had decided to keep pushing me, no, you're going to do this. My father washed his hands off me. I carried the go. Say I'll be useless speaking. Say I don't know what I want to do. Say I have everything at my beck and call, and I decide to waste my life. That's not my part judge the matter. Fela is an example. They sent him abroad to school. He came back as a musician. So how do you tell those people? How do you, and guess what? Fela came from a home of academics. You don't understand. Your case no be Fela case. So. Fela came from a home of, from a posh home. So I'm ending it here. Some of you don't have kids yet. Some of you are going to have kids. Don't try to don't do what your parents did, trying to figure children out. Guide your children. How are you, my darling? Guide your children. But don't try to figure them out. I'm ending here. I've tried. Nobody could bought my money gone. Now only Egungun buy my money gone.
Please, let me even start with the money gone. Let me be the first person. But I feel so bad sometimes.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you feel bad?
Okay, let's not talk about that part.
Tell me, why do you feel bad? No, go ahead. What's wrong?
No.
Why do you feel bad?
No, I feel like I should be, doing more, which I'm not.
No, but you see, I feel bad because you said you were going to call me and tell me what issues you were going through that time.
Yes, I was.
And you never called. That for me, I feel bad. But anything else?
Meeting. Every time I want to call you.
At a point, I actually called you. Okay, what's up? You said you would call me back.
You did. I was in a meeting, and I was in a meeting. Like
and I said, okay, you know what?
Just finished a meeting. It's one meeting or another. You know when you're in money or another. So, I really, sometimes coming from somebody that has actually lived it. They say, show me a wounded soldier, and let the soldier tell you how to win a war. You know what I'm saying? So I really, it's not. This is like a fight. It's a fight. Like me, I'm leaning towards your mom type of person, and I'm beginning to have a lot of change of mind now. A lot.
Every day I used to thank God my father was not rich. When I was young, initially I was wondering, why is my dad not rich? Because I like to show up in school with a nice car. But when it got to a point when I realized that my rich friends' parents were tuning their lives to suit what they wanted. And my father could not do it because my father did not have the money to take. Because my father could not ship me off to Harvard and say, go and study law. He not get the money. I can't begin to pray, say, me not get the money. Because I knew that if he had the money, he would frustrate me. So I now started hustling backwards. Instead of hustling forward, I can't hustle backwards just to get out of a toxic place. Because they could not figure it out.
And a lot of parents, like this thing you're saying now, it's like more like an awareness. We didn't know.
Let me tell you something here.
So
you don't know what my mom did. For me to be able to graduate secondary school, I had like 15 lesson teachers. I had physics, I had biology.
That's a lot.
As in, because I was not ready. So I will do bad in school. Because if you send me to once I enter the school, I know they go class. You go flog me tire. Anything what you want to do, you go do.
And the same thing, my son, when he was going to school, my son was so smart. But sit down for class now, study for where? They had to put him one class ahead. At the point, my son plays college.
Oh, this is nice.
Do you think I was the one that actually made him play college football?
Oh, wow, this is nice.
They had to look for something to
yes. Go and take your socks.
Energy.
It looks very good. Yeah. Make it no go stain the shirt. Or you go remove them. I know fish out.
So
you understand?
My son is an example. So every time in class, you don't go sit down, you're going to disrupt everywhere. The school, they got tired. They don't know if it's to send them away. So what they did was enrolled him in sports. They look for the most exhausting sports to enroll him. Today, my son plays college football with contracts that he's making money that even if he's I know that he's just 19. Even if he's, you know, I know the money he's getting now for his age. I know in the next 3-4 years, a doctor will not get it. No,
And you will have ruined this boy, forcing him to go and read books.
I would have I was even busy. Let him even finish school. My okay, you know how you play football and they'll be making you go to school and playing football. So that's why he's going to school, college free. I don't pay Shiumpa. You understand? But it was act up. I don't pay anything. You can imagine if I first, because knowing me, let me go tell you what you go study. You understand? That's why he was looking. Sometimes I just look at it, so I'm beginning to see where you're coming from. I'm beginning to see because I'm this kind of person. I like,
You see, football is even still structured. Football still has structure. Look at what Ishowspeed is doing at 21. He has 50 million YouTube subscribers. He is worth $30 million. How many doctors will retire at 90 and have $30 million?
For where?
This is a 21-year-old boy. World famous. Every country he comes to, that whole country will go slow. He came to two.
It's all awareness.
But you see, if the more I say it, I now start seeing young people my age acting like my parents, not able to see it. You understand? Worrying about the same thing my father was worried about that did not come to pass.
It's awareness. It's awareness. Because then we believe that without education, they take education to be one big deal.
I'm the only member. Let me show you something here. Let me show you something. And I'm going to end here. I'm going to type my mother's name.
Yeah, we need to do more of this.
Hold on. So I'm going to type my mother's name. It does even popping up once you type my mother's name. That's my mom. If you click on my mom's Wikipedia, that's my mom's Wikipedia. Romanian-born Nigerian law professor, president of the Nigerian Association of Law Teachers, incumbent vice chancellor at Afe Babala University. She worked as a legal researcher at the UNICEF offices in Oyo State and Niger State in 1995. She is a career. She has 3 decades of cumulative experience as a law teacher, academic researcher, and legal practitioner. She has legal background in civil and common law. Olarinde's focus has been on the rights and protection of women, children, and young adolescents. In 1989, she was a legal researcher. See here, my mother worked for the IDRC, the DRC, on land tenure and access to land for women. She has also served as a legal researcher for the World Bank on law development and status of women and towards a gender strategy in Nigeria. She was a member of the think tank for the legal protection of children in Oyo State and coordinator of the International Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA. Olarinde carried several multidisciplinary researches on reproductive rights, women and children, HIV/AIDS, and participated in the collaborative effort between researchers from Israel and the Netherlands and Nigeria. She is actively involved in training law students at the undergraduate and postgraduate levels, as well as law clinicians for participating in community services involving pro bono legal advice. Personal life. She's the mother of Daddy Freeze. My mother has 4 children that are doing well. That's all that is in her personal life that they know. Say, now Daddy Freeze, mama. All that achievement. World Bank, UNICEF, Nigerian Law Lecturers Association. My mother was vice president of AI practitioners in Nigeria. Nothing my mama never achieved when it comes to book. My mother still read book till today. You know what it is to be an incumbent vice chancellor, former provost of a college of law. And then her personal life,
At
the
the
only
end
thing
of
we
the
show them,
day, personal life,
Nasina should be my mama.
the mother of Daddy Freeze.
And then you are telling me that what I'm doing is not important. I should go and read book.
What?
All my sisters will
I
read book.
know.
There is none of my sisters that does not have masters. My immediate younger sister has PhD economics. She's on her way to being a professor. The one we follow that one is a medical doctor in the UK. The one we follow that one is a lawyer in the UK. All of them have masters and other degrees and qualifications. Now only me get only BSc. If I read book, my mouth will not get personal life. That personal life will just be empty. Because the remaining children will read book.
The most wonderful one line.
That's at the end of all that.
I know. The mother of Daddy Freeze.
My mother, they always tell me, say, you are the one that makes me famous. My mother appreciates me in old age. And she was the only one that, when I was going through that crucial time that nobody could understand, she was the one that, and I lived in a country that was so backward. You say, to say I live for America, if for work. Niger, you want to go and do media? I went from being retarded to being lazy to being possessed by demons. Nothing where they not tell me. No way where they not look down on me. And I had to get up and fight that fight with
And
nobody.
you stood your ground.
And I had to stand my ground.
Right.
And I had to stand my ground. So when I look at a kid like Peller, I understand what he's going through. Nobody can see it. And when I say it, I say, listen, until you go and release it, if you just teach it, go do anything, dance, sing, run, twerk, do anything and get me a video that has 100,000 views.
For where?
That is when you will now understand that somebody that can give you a video with 10 million views, he gets something when they do.
Right. There's something. People are saying that you're not even seeing it.
You can't see it because to you, he will always be, he's a stupid kid. Have you forgotten that he lives in a stupid country? Go and watch my interview with Egungun. Egungun say he dress up as masquerade. Soldier beat him. He dance. He no blue. He did dating game show. He no blue. He do 6 different contexts before he arrived at. It's crazy, man. That's massive, baby. He can't use that massive baby blue. You can't say, man, he can't go back to Egungun. Don't you think that you are trying to turn his wine back to water?
True.
God don't turn in water to wine. You won't come help and turn him back to water.
DF, you know, let's reason it from this angle. This part of, like, this generation is more of generation of social media. Because when your mom was growing up, it was all about academics. Can we take that? Can we go
Yes. It was all about academics.
So,
but when I was growing up, the world... Now, let me tell you something I tell.
We are in between. We came in between.
Now, before I could use social media to blow, I did it for free for 5 years. Passionately. You see, those people in our time that broke out of the education and went into other fields, they did it passionately without getting paid for it. The real people that broke the coconut to see the water of entertainment are Eddie Remedy, Idris Abdul Karim, Tony Tetwila. Tony Tetwila still makes more money. The rest of them are not doing well. But they are the ones that... Today you have a whiskey. You have a whiskey because you had an Idris Abdul Karim. You have a whiskey because you had an Eddie Remedy. You have a whiskey because you had a face. A Tony Tetwila, a black face. A Paul Play. A Daddy Shoki. Daddy Shoki cannot have what Wizkid has. But if not for Daddy Shoki, there won't be a Wizkid. So sometimes your child can be that Daddy Shoki, that transition point in between one chapter and the other. And then you will feel that your child is not making money. And maybe your child will not make money, but you will never take one thing from him. He will have job satisfaction. Even if at the end of the day he doesn't blow, he's not going to go to work with regret every day. Some of you guys in the fields you are in, you go to work with regret. You see, money I was telling Taste Buds.
Tell me.
Let me tell you a story.
Torn out.
Let me tell you a story, yeah? There was this lady, I'm not going to mention her name. Fantastic on the radio. Wonderful on the radio. But then radio was not paying any salary. So she married a famous husband, and her husband moved her into oil and gas. Now she's making real money. She's driving BMW. She's chilling. Every day she will call me 3 times on the radio. This thing you said is wrong. And I can't wonder. I now realize that her heart never left that radio. The money never replaced the radio.
That passion was still there.
When I go to see her and we are just and I talk about radio, I'll see the way her eyes will light up. She has money, but she doesn't have job satisfaction.
Job satisfaction.
She lost it. She was so good on the radio. She was so great on the radio. She was amazing on the radio. And that's one thing I said I'll never lose in my life. I'll never lose my job satisfaction. I don't wake up every morning and regret what I'm doing. I don't wake up in the morning and I'm sad. I don't wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh.
Personally, I think I would say 80% of the people in America, it's not job satisfaction. I don't think it's job satisfaction for people abroad. It's just like this.
But they will not agree. They will still come here and argue.
No, it's not job satisfaction.
Why do you leave working at the radio? Now, the problem with the radio station was Nigerian radio stations don't pay well and they are very stressful. And I didn't mind until I realized that, I have it. Now, you also need to understand that I fought against religion. And when you fight against religion, it's like the whole country fights against you. And that affected me. It got me demoted in the radio. They wanted to sack me, but my brand was so powerful that they could not. So they kept pushing me back. Okay, you know what? But they just did not want to lose whatever it was that was coming with me. They just didn't want to lose it. So they kept moving me around, which I didn't mind. My last 2 years on the radio, I worked from home. Nobody has ever done it before in Nigeria. I worked from home. I used to run a show that I never showed up in the studio. And I did it for 2 years. And my show was #1.
Because that's your passion.
You understand? My show was, as you don't understand, it's never been done in Nigerian history. I used to sleep off during my show. Ada Blessing will call me.
I think that radio was
Ada Blessing will call me, say, boss, they are listening. You are not talking. They are listening. Where are you now? I'll now wake up. Hey. I'll continue. And the show was still #1.
And it's still going, oh my goodness.
I was doing the show on the phone. As in, sometimes I was lying in bed because Taste Buds had to sleep. I was lying in bed and the light is off. Imagine you're lying in bed. I'm listening to the radio. I'm talking. The next night, I just start to snore. If I sit down for this live, I dey sleep. Can't imagine say I dey lie down, they talk.
Yeah, there was one day you slept.
I dey sleep normally.
I said you sleep. People were like 400 and something. I was like, okay, this is crazy.
I don't sleep.
400.
I don't sleep.
We were watching you sleep.
So Ada Blessing will come send me message. Call me from my other phone. Say, wake up. They are asking, why are you not talking? I'll come wake up. Hey, I'll come begin talk. I know go that radio for 2 years. Then I now realize that this thing I'm doing on the radio, maybe it's for me to talk on the radio. I can talk on by the time I talk on all the platforms joined together, I'll go get the audience I get on the radio.
I know.
You understand?
So would we say that the radio was the pathway to...
Yeah, I would have still been on the radio till today. The problem is radio in Nigeria, radio is a dying brand. It's a struggling brand. Let me not say dying.
Because the world is revolving.
Now,
Podcasts are taking away.
A podcast gives you audio and visual. Radio gives you only audio.
Yeah.
You understand? A podcast gives you audio and visual. Radio gives you only audio. For the price of one, you get 2. if radio station were willing to share profit with me, I'll still be there. But instead, they want to pay you a meager salary and they want you to bend your back and do full split. Honest bunch, I don't have a salary. We share revenue. I have a percentage. For me,
And
that's
better.
what I want.
Right.
The day we do well, I have a cut.
That's it.
The day we don't do well, I'm not angry. We didn't do well. We, all of us.
Facts. True. So it makes you bring the best.
That's it.
Yes. Yes.
We have a formula. Everybody, this is my cut. Radio station will give you a salary, which is good because they not said they'll pay you salary, but the salary is too meager. So if I were to go to a radio station, first of all, I want to know how much the radio is making. Secondly, I want to know how much my cut is in what they are making.
It's not gonna happen.
So it's not gonna happen. Do you understand? If a radio station can pay me 50 million a month, I will be there. I will carry my whole way, come there. Even themselves go no say they don't get presenter.
We don't launch.
I go as I dey greet work, I dey slap person. In the trend, they arrest me from there. They come out again, go slap another person. The radio station, and the only thing everybody go to talk about for everywhere with that radio station, will sell it out. But they have to give me that Howard Stern liberty.
Right.
They have to give me Howard Stern liberty. Howard Stern could interview model. The model go tell and say, in bobina silicone. Howard Stern say, can I touch it? And the woman will say, yeah, touch him. And he go touch him, go they describe him for air. Have you ever listened to Howard Stern before those days? Howard Stern was the first person they paid $1 billion to work on the radio. $1 billion. Google Howard Stern. But you see, when Howard Stern was moving to Sirius or whatever that satellite radio was, Baba, the only thing he asked for was liberty. I can say and do anything I want.
And it sells.
My radio station, I go there, NBC will say you cannot say this. I used to get away with all sorts on the radio. I used to insult my callers the way I did, not on this level, I yell neither. You understand? But I used to insult them. They will tell you have to be gentle with your listeners. I'll say, hey, you use your hand and cut that phone, you don't get sense. I used to go against every rule. I used to go against every rule. On the radio, you were not allowed to have a religion. Me, I used to preach, and I used to curse pastors.
For another person
radio. So I used to get away with everything. Anytime they call me to the office, say, yes, you are being summoned, then I'll now be okay. I'll now think of the 10 things that I did, and I'll rank them in my brain in the hierarchy of which is worse. And then they'll say, you allowed an intern to read a hype. They'll now say, you allowed an intern to read a hype. I would also say, now this, aside all the things we are doing, now this one not catch.
Now this one not catch. Wow, all right.
They'll come begin the vex. I just thank God, say, thank God. It's not that person's father that I cursed.
And you know, those things you're doing are the things that are making them come back.
Yes, now.
You know that, right?
Yes, now. So I got away with everything. I enjoyed the radio, but at a point it stopped paying the bills.
Right.
And it lost the job satisfaction that I had because of the politics. I would still have been on the radio. Now, taste buds make me come off for radio. I no go fit sleep. Once they write me that their letter again, you should come to work. Then I go fight them. I say I'm not coming to work. Then they'll say no problem. They'll leave me for another 6 months. Then they'll write me that letter again. Why are you not at work? One day taste bud said, you better go and meet these people. If not, they will disgrace you. There was one day I sat up.
No, because you were supposed to be coming back home by past 1 a.m.
They wanted me to come to the radio by force. I'll not be driving home at 1 a.m. With no escort, nothing. And I refused. So one day I was angry over the radio station. Taste buds now said, all these other things that God has done in your life, you want to lose it and go back to that your radio. Now that thing where she talked that did not make me wake.
You just turn your light bulb on.
That was the end for me. I was like, wow. I cannot go lose this good thing where I get on top of these mad people. Now where me and radio begin, they disalign with that. Now, where me and radio begin to disalign. Not that I don't love radio, but the problem is I will only do radio on my terms, on a very good money. I'm not going to attend any meetings. They should hire me to PA. The PA go to attend meetings. I just want to show up for my creative work. I'm just going to do that. We're going to sit down. We look at what best to, and I will go there, and I can tell you I will kill it.
And they will get it, but you know, nah.
But they are not making, apart from Cool FM, how many radio stations are making money in Nigeria? New Cool FM, Rhythm, Beat FM. How many other radio? They are struggling. There's a radio station that has not paid the staff in 1 year. They never paid their salary for 1 year in this Lagos. And their staff, they call them out. Yes, now. How many radio stations are really making money? Do you know that when we're on the radio, we're trained to pronounce well? Hi, Chichi. How are you doing? How's work? You're listening to 96.9 Cool FM. I know how to do that radio. But you see, when I came, it wasn't selling. I enter Nishta about Boya and Wuko. I enter that one for them, Baba. Nah, I don't talk like this on the radio. I pronounce each word properly.
So were you people trained for this or just?
Yes, now I spent every day you go for one training or the other. Radio not training. You learn on the job. Now university. Now university.
But thank God you knew when to get out.
I just knew when to get out. I never regretted it. I missed it. It took me a while. It was very emotional for me.
But you know, it's a continuation.
But you see, because I was doing so well in my field, in my work, I didn't have time to mourn. So by the time the mourning period was over, I had gotten over it. If to say as I leave radio, I sit down for house, or I go to learn nurse, I would have been crying. I had too much work. I was flying around the world. I did not have time to cry. As in I was moving vroom, 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 in leaps and bounds. I couldn't catch my breath. I feel even learn coding. Coding even still the Phoebe. Listen, if I wasn't working on the radio, I'd probably be a pilot. But as my parents not get money to send me go pilot school.
You don't want to enter radio streets.
You know, so imagine I'd left the radio and then I'd gone back to school or I'd gone abroad and I started to hustle. I would enter depression.
A whole different.
Because I would have been wondering, what am I doing with my life?
I don't think you enter depression, dear. You would have still made it because you're a very smart person.
See, I'm very smart. I'm very smart because I'm very smart to know what I can do and what I cannot do. Tazebot will tell you that about me. I know what I cannot do is a gift, not just what I can do. Some people think that when you know what you can, I know the one I cannot do. Let me tell you, 21 years in Cool FM on the radio, I never wear shoes. And now bathroom slippers that they wear go work. They shout. Tell you something my mouth that they use. I feel tell them for banks, they may they leave me. And they wear bathroom slippers every day. As in, I was known for wearing bathroom slippers, flip-flops to work.
Yeah, because your job doesn't require.
Very good. Any job that will not allow me to wear bathroom slippers, I don't want. As my boxers are the way like now. Any job that will not give me that freedom, I don't want. I don't care about what you are going to pay me. F it. And it's going to be part of my rider if I'm going to ever work on the radio again. Now, bathroom slippers are they wear. I know they wear shoe. I don't like shoe. I have some of the most expensive. I have LV where I never wear before. I have Gucci where I never wear before. I have Louboutin where I never wear before. I have shoes where I don't wear only once. But I don't like shoe. I like to buy and keep and be looking at it. Then one day I wear it for one wedding. But I wear shoe every day. God forbid. That my Gucci Crocs. I just ordered another one from Gucci. Because that's the only thing that is in between slippers and shoe.
Exactly. I have a lot of them. I have the Balenciaga one. I have a lot of those Crocs. I have the Adidas and Gucci one.
Baba, waiting me jalabia. I dey wear t-shirt we get hole, and I dey wear and go walk, and they go look away. Baba, they don't know say a mad person they get for that. Because guess what? My own with you, my contract with you is give me the numbers, give me the money. Once I've delivered on that, please leave my t-shirt. I like the hole.
Don't look at what I'm wearing.
Don't look at what I'm wearing. Just any day my ratings are bad, then call me and fight me. Any day my but you see that I have to dress corporate. They don't even carry on near me. You know that's saying. I stubborn
You know if you survive. You know if you survive for America.
I know if you survive for any other place apart from entertainment. I they tell you. I no fit. I don't want to. Listen, I don't want to wear shoe.
Let me ask
Finish.
You a question. Do you think if you were like in America, you were born in America, do you think you would still have made it the way you made it in Nigeria?
I don't know. But I'm very stubborn. And you see, if I miss it, I'm those kind of people that if I miss it, I'll just sit down in my depression. I'll not get up. See, if I wake up now, I ginger myself. I want to buy Patek. That Patek might be my motivation. If I don't have that Patek to motivate me, nobody like sleep reach me. Nobody like beer reach me. Nobody like knack reach me. Not the only things we're going to do. I go knack, I go drink beer, I go sleep. If I have no motivation. So I have to get up and give myself motivation. I don't care about having all the money in the world. I have to be happy. For me, happiness is very important. I don't know about you. It doesn't have to be important for you, but for me, I won't function. I won't function. You understand? I can't run a business. I have zero talent for it. It has to be something I'm good at. It has to be something I enjoy. Then I will deliver.
Sure.
As in, I they sleep for my bed. They run radio show and I'm number one. And one day they called me to the office, raking for me that everybody comes to work, only you. I said, I've been number one for 6 months. The person at number 16. Is it not for you to tell her to go home and comes to work every day and is number 16? Is it not for people to tell her to go home so that maybe if she's working from home, she can at least enter number 13? Which one be say she's number 16, number 19, number 16, number 19, number 20? Me, I'm number one in the whole radio stations in Lagos. From my bed. Where I go, they snore, they go, they wake me. I go wake me. Somebody go say that freeze, you are useless for cursing one pastor. I will say your father is useless, your mother is useless, all your children are going to be useless. And I'm number one. Now that blessing go tell you this story. And I'm number one.
Really
and I'm number one. Baba, I they use them catch cruise knee. They'll just every 6 months, like once I don't they see their call, I don't know where they go again. Say I have to resume work, I have to come out. I know clocking. Listen, I worked on the radio station for two years. I never showed up. Only they were doing photo shoot. I went for the photo shoot. That's the only thing I went for in 2 years, and I work there and they collect salary every month. They'll say if you don't clock in, and I'm number one, and they'll tell me if you don't clock in, you're not going to collect salary. Me clocking. If you like, me could not pay my salary, me could not come see we. You think I can survive in oil and gas like that?
No.
You think I can survive in medicine or law?
There's no way.
That's the thing. Now that place now, that's my ecosystem. I'm a polar bear. I can't survive in the jungle in Africa. I can't survive in anywhere that is not snow. The only place I can survive, snow has to be there year in, year out.
Wow. But this advice is not for everybody.
It's not.
Really
but you see, have.
Some people will not take it around with it.
No. Now let me tell you something here. I have every attribute of to fail. I don't agree. I don't listen to my orgas. I do exactly what I want to do. But you see, you've got to understand yourself and your niche and your field. That's why I'm creating a balance. Not every child is Peller. When you have a Peller, teach Peller, raise Peller like
How
you
to
are
be
raising a
Peller.
star. When you have
Mm.
Engineer John, raise Engineer John like you are raising an engineer. When you have Nurse Chichi, raise Nurse Chichi as you are raising a nurse. When you have Ashake, raise Ashake like you are raising a musician.
Mm. Oh,
Do you understand?
yeah, because some people will take this thing and run with it. Oh, this, that.
No,
You
no, no,
need
no,
to
no, no,
know
no.
who you
No,
are.
you need my gift is, you heard what I said? I understand what I can't do better than what I can do. I cannot wear shoe to walk.
Oh, yeah, to come.
As in,
That
me
part.
le she.
That part.
Honest bunch, just watch. I they wear the same Gucci Crocs. It is Gucci's 500 pounds, so I'm not wearing a cheap shoe. But I know they wear shoe. Once in a while, maybe once in a month or once in 2 months, I could just change shoe, give them. Hey, I get shoe. Finish. As in, I they go chop dinner for restaurant for Lagos, and I they wear slippers. And my wife took a picture of me and sent it to her family group. And my wife's sister said, "This your husband's old age will be very funny."
I'm telling
He doesn't realize that
I
he's in
can't
it.
wait.
My wife there said it will be very interesting. She did here, she go talk. You can't say, because you won't pay me one salary way big, I'll come wear shoe every day. You are who?
Yeah, because you built it to forget. But the
I
good day,
see, let me tell you, even when I was still building it, of course, initially I was not like that. But the moment I begin the touch, I begin the, you see, when my star begin to shine, I begin to show them, say I can do something that is a bit different. They begin to release me. They go to fight me small. They go release me. They go fight me. Because they don't want, nobody wants to mess with a winning formula.
For sure.
Nobody wants to mess with a winning formula.
You can say that again.
You understand? So I was winning. Why are you fighting it? Why are you fighting it? I'm winning. I'm bringing in what you need me to bring in. I'm getting the deliverables.
And
Do you
they
get?
knew. They knew it.
They knew
That's
it.
why they were, yeah, they knew it. And that's why they were tolerating it. You gotta try this kind of thing and you don't have that attribute. You will find yourself outside, hungry, at the end of the day, homeless. So you'll be very, this is a very sensitive.
It's very
topic.
delicate
So,
and very sensitive. Ask
very
anybody
delicate.
that I worked with. I
You,
will
it could
never.
make you
And they wear, when they get meeting with my MD, and they wear slippers go. And they go there say, today you go sack me for these slippers, but I no go wear shoe.